They hold the key to freedom of thought, heart and trust. In heifer heaven, where happiness is a must.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. We're
Hello.
as confused as we can be. See how today's going? Okay, so
Hello, Dom. Hello.
I am
Oh no, not
thinking
Froggy.
I am thinking that you got your thing on there quick enough, your thumbnail.
Yes.
Okay,
It said
super.
it did. Yeah.
Okay, good. So it'll load, and that way then it'll be there.
Okay. Yeah.
During the lovely 4 minute and 14-second intro, because we're special, we just want to give everybody the moment to get here. All of a sudden, somebody knocked on the door, right? Which means the dog barked. So I'm like, okay, well, we got 4 minutes. That's like a lifetime, as I just got done saying to you. So I got up to go over, and there is nobody at the door.
Oh.
But he is not the only one that heard it. I also heard it. So you know how you were saying that y'all have thunderstorms going on?
Yeah.
Guess what we got going on?
Okay.
And it was thunder, and it just happened to sound like the door.
Like door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, everybody, we know I always hit the ground running. Notice the box and the two presents that are staring or inside the box. So today is going to be a pussy cat show.
Yes.
Okay?
All about the pussies.
So, enjoy. We're here. Hi, Miss Dig Dig. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing. It is life. It is.
We're both having a little bit of in-life stuff. So if we need to take breaks, depending on how long we're gone. And hi, Miss Christine.
Hi, Christine.
Hello, Peggy. And so anyway, if
there's Peggy. Hi.
One or the other, I know I went up. Isn't that weird?
Wait a minute.
Actually looked, it didn't even read. But if we need to take a break, we're just gonna kind of step out and take a break. And if it's too long and the other one's feeling like, okay, we need to just end the stream, then we're gonna end the stream.
We will.
It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday fun day. Okay. Sunday, which means we get to do whatever we feel like we want to do. So, if I go, you know what, Dig, I'm done, I'm out, and she wants to keep going, she can keep going. If she wants to leave and I want to stay, she can leave and I can keep going. We do not have rules. We are not bound to anything other than the contract verbal of being here. And that's about, we love you guys. And so we make sure we try and at least pop up for you.
Yes.
Congratulations, Christine, on your 203 subs. I know that we were doing really well on my channel until I yeeted it, and so now I'm starting over. And I don't really mind, based on all the ugliness that goes on lately in the YouTube. I don't really mind all of this. Hey, Squabab, how you doing, sweetheart? So anyway, I've
got an announcement.
Yes.
Let me just go and double check it. Oh shoot! No, I clicked on it. I gotta mute it. That's the wrong one. But here we are. My YouTube channel. I officially have 102 subscribers.
See, look at that. I really thought that you would have had more, because we were telling everybody before I yeeted to go over. So I don't understand.
Oh, hi, Shia.
That.
Good to see ya. Sorry.
I just don't understand it. Now, here is the thing I'm confused about. So bear with me just a moment.
Sure. Yes, my mom actually made that quilt. I just put in an order for a new one for my bed because my old one's getting a raggedy. But she makes quilts all the time. She sells them.
Oh, it is working. It is. It is. It is.
What is?
It is working. Would you read chat?
Oh shit! I just clicked on something.
What the frick did
I
you
hate it when I do that. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
All right. We said hi to Christine and congratulations. We're both crawling on up there. I'm so proud of you, hon. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll be back after we go to the bathroom or, the kitchen or the, whatever. The occasional smoke break.
Oh, and whatever week we will be back. Anyway, so
Dom says he's been talking dirty to Froggy.
Oh, I'm so glad that Froggy's getting some dirty talk.
And the link is not working for her. That would be YouTube. Oh, for Pete's sakes. That would be what? I've got the link to your old channel still in my thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
no,
for heaven's sakes.
Well, I posted a link in there earlier to this specific stream.
Yes.
I am going to go back over, try this one, and she will go ahead and
oh, you beat me to it.
Repin something. Okay. So Shia, we're sorry about that.
Yeah.
We're just saying. Look, we are not a professional.
Won't let me. Oh, this I can replace pin message. We're not professionals. Could you?
We don't want to be professional. We want to be down home, on the out in the pasture, eating up on the meadow. Okay, having a good old time, mooing and booing at each other, and occasionally having one of the bull-calves chase us around and give us a hard time.
Just for fun.
Friggin' enjoy it, okay? So let us, just join in on the fun. That's why you guys are here, is we're here for you to have fun, and then we want you guys to join in on the fun. Dom, you weren't the only one for long because people did show up. Okay. You go ahead and go to yours now because I'm done. John thought he was going to be the only one in chat, and he's not.
No, you're not.
Froggy has a meeting, and she may show up a little bit later.
And all I can hear since I read that is Froggy's going to court, and then he will ride on home. Froggy gonna courtin'.
Oh, okay.
And he will ride.
See, I never heard it.
You never heard that? Oh, that's an old song.
Well, Cynthia, no, it's hard for somebody else to come and go as they think they please, because at least in here, because two of us have to be in control, and at a certain point, we just go, stop it.
Yeah.
We're just
hand check means something a little different here.
Oh, and wait a minute. Who was I? Oh, my ex-employer, who this week they took over 4 hours of my extremely precious time in the middle of things one day. And I was being nice, but I was kind of tired. I'm kind of tired of being nice when they're not, because they say stupid things, and then I go, no, that's not how that goes. And then they get, fuck you. Sorry, that took 12 minutes and 20 seconds.
Well, that's okay.
I apologize.
We're good. I managed to potentially delete my YouTube channel 3 different times in like 23 seconds.
See how that works? Do you see how it's so easy to do, right? And they make it so easy to do, really, that when you're butthurt about something, boom, you just go ahead and complete it. You don't potentially, you just do. I am not, we are not potentially criminals. Some of us are truly, but we are not potentially criminal. We are potential yeeters, okay, of our own channel,
of our own stuff.
we don't want to be out there hurting anybody, but shit happens, especially when you start throwing out your own shit. Whoops, what did I just do? So just saying, I did something. So
Tom's asking if she's packing, if Cynthia is packing to move or just to visit? Vacation or moving? I'm supposed to be packing to move about 250 miles. Oh, did you already find a place too there, Dom? That's awesome.
Well, Cynthia did say before that.
Yeah, she said she's going.
I'm packing to go to Lake Arrowhead, and that's why Dom is saying, "Wait a minute, for vacation or for moving." Does that
I may have read that in my head, thinking I had read that out loud.
Yeah, if you did, baby girl, look, we're both sideways. So if you think you are being served a plate, it will look something like this. Yes. Okay, a bowl. You don't like it, Lomita. Okay, I'm just saying Lomita. Because we are just perfectly imperfect today, and we don't care. Oh, speaking of which, okay, because why not a little ADHD with the hellos, right?
Why not? Yeah.
So last night, well, we have a couple of things. Last night, Cynthia and I think, I don't know, was it last night? I think it was last night that Cynthia and I did a last minute. Yeah, it was last night. Yeah, it was last night. Yeah. We did a last minute stream because Froggy, my in real life friend Froggy, jumped on or sent me a message and said, "Are you going to be live tonight?" And I'm like, "Well, no. And then it's like, well, unless everybody wants to, because I was just sitting there watching TV and it didn't really matter to me, right? And how fun is it to have somebody actually letting me know that they're looking forward to it?
Yeah, well, so, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, let me check with Dom and Cynthia, because Dom and I were, in one of the chat rooms over in Discord, and he's like, yeah, I don't care, but you don't have to do it for me, because again, we were already there chatting and nobody else was joining into our chat as it was in Discord. Mm. We know we don't have 1 billion people, but people were still there. And so anyway,
it could have come out.
I bounced over and DM'd Cynthia, and my phone didn't tell me she had replied. Well, at a certain point I looked and she had, and it's like, great. And the show that I'm watching, that episode came to an end, and it's like, boom, right now, get up and move. Don't get involved in another the next episode. So I'm like, okay, we're going to do it. Boom. Got up, reposted everything, because I already had everything available. So I did a quick repost and we jumped online really, really super fast. Right. Anyway, as we were, I think where I was going with this, what got me started on the replay of last night was that Miss Cynthia is going to learn when I speak. Listen, don't argue. Don't say you done it when you didn't do it, because I'm going to call your ass out on it. Love her, but let's get real about it. Okay.
I've been in that spot. Don't worry.
Yes. Okay. So anyway, she hasn't learned the hands off, but she doesn't really do any hands on. So that's good. But my ex-employer, who is wasting my time, I had a meeting with her in the green room, right? Because he needed to do something. He was fucking everything all up. And it's like, I'm done. I've wasted 3 hours with you. We have gotten nowhere but your denial that that you're an idiot while you're trying to call me. So, okay, fine. Where is your wife? And he's like, well, she's there. I said, get your wife. So she comes in, and I said, I need you to sit down, and I need to know what email is available. Well, that took like 7 minutes for her to figure out what the frig so I could send her a link. So got her on the link, got her in, got everything all done. And at a certain point, I'm like, why did you do that? And she went, I'm not doing anything. And I'm like, oh my God, is she watching Giggles? Her hands went up so fast. And I thought that was the funniest thing, because it's a you me thing, right? Yeah. So it was just hysterically funny, because again, I had been working with Cynthia last night and getting things done. And yes, finally, after I had found a workaround, she finally did what I told her to do and went into the system settings and unmuted her mic in the system settings.
Oh God, I hate
because
when that happens.
I knew that it was in there because I couldn't hear her in StreamYard, nor when we went over to Board Game could I hear her there. So that it wasn't a StreamYard issue. It was her computer issue. See how quickly I troubleshooted it. So then,
well, we've only had to do that with myself and my stuff, like what, 4 or 5 times.
You know, but we also knew that it was Discord with yours primarily that was taking.
Although today was Rumble. The thing made me, I shut down Discord, I shut down everything. And because I had Rumble open, it still wouldn't let me use my camera in StreamYard.
Because you had somehow set up the stream and you hadn't exited from the stream setup. So it's thinking it is going to be the one using your camera and your mic.
Oh,
you had not exited.
That makes sense.
You had. I'm annoying. I know.
No, that makes sense though. I never thought of
there's only 2 of them in here, and often they go like this, you know. But there's
every now and again
it's like, whoa, you know, they don't do the full-on clap because the world will be coming to an end. But instead, they go flying by, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, gotcha. Okay. And so that was one of them. And so I can only assume that that is a true blue fact. Just saying.
You'll put your eye out.
You know, you'll get stabbed in the eye. If you're like that, you'll get poked in the eye with the nail. There's nails. Harley, there's nails. Get away from there. You'll get one in your eye. I'm sorry.
Now I'm hearing there's a hole in my bucket. Dear Liza, dear Liza. I've got all these old school songs.
You do.
You were
in one today, aren't you? I am. Because that I actually did know. So anyway, keep going. Go some more. Because
hi.
You're a good point.
I'm saying hi to Adam. Peggy's asking what just happened, but you see, well, you've been here a few times now, you know. We're always behind in chat. So we're about 10 minutes behind in chat. We're not sure what just happened. Something happened to mine too, though, because I had to twice now. I've had to exit out and come back in. Once during our entrance thing started, I had to actually get out of StreamYard and restart everything again.
Right.
So
now,
I think there's
just
gremlins.
A moment. Another thing is, are you in incognito or are you in regular Chrome?
See, I have no idea because I've never used incognito.
Okay.
I'm not even
You're in regular Chrome. Okay.
Oh, I do use Chrome, yes.
So yes. Here's the problem. You know the problem you're having. Remember, we were supposed to do a little test thing and you didn't have time.
Yes, we couldn't have.
And we didn't and all that. Well,
no, I'm using Edge. I'm not using Chrome. I'm using Microsoft Edge.
Well, then it shouldn't be a problem in Edge. You should be able to present a screen. So go down and hit present and share.
Well, I don't know that was the problem. It was
it doesn't matter.
For Pete's. No, but you know what problem is the problem? It's the stupid click the bubble before the bubble disappears.
Exactly.
Problem.
You need to be in incognito in Chrome.
There we go. I just have to be really, really, really fast.
No, you need to be in incognito in Chrome.
But I don't use Chrome.
Well,
my browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in your addresses bar to allow access.
Yeah, because it rebooted, it cleared everything out, and now you have to give approval. I mean, she can't share her screen until she does this, but yeah.
But it says it is. Permissions for the site.
Just escape. Just ESC. Hit the ESC button up there by the F1.
Well, there's nothing to escape from now. I just X'd out that warning bubble, and
good.
now my internet thing isn't there telling me I'm about to lose connection. So it looks like my connection is strong now.
Okay, well,
it's hardwired, for Pete's sakes.
I know, right?
The hardwired PC get booted off the router, but the wireless items can still access the router.
Unless your cat cable is going bad or one of the plugs are going bad, it could be a thing. But here's the thing: we even in Edge, there is an incognito. process. I don't know which one it is called. New in private. It's the 3 dots up on the address bar.
Yeah.
Click it and come and down the 3rd one. You see new tab, new window, and new in private window.
Yeah.
You probably should be using the new in private window.
Okay.
Okay.
So everything I do should be in this? Okay.
Yeah. At least in StreamYard. And so if you want to bounce out right now, okay, and come in your in private tab, right? They're protecting because they're not supposed to be following anything. Meanwhile, Nate is like, be part of my class action lawsuit because Google on their incognito, where they're not supposed to be tracking anything, still tracking things. And, do we know if Microsoft is doing the same thing? No, but there is something about it that works with StreamYard when we are incognito or in private. Okay. So,
all right.
Go ahead.
Well, I will leave and I will come back again. Bye.
There you go. I'll read chats while you're gone. She'll be right back, folks. Give her a moment. Okay. So anyway, Peggy, we don't know what happened. Look at one lovely little statement sends us into like 6,000 ton room of here's a whole bunch of more words. We don't do anything but what you're seeing here. So we welcome you to the chaos, which is the Sheni Diggs show, because Sheni and Diggs, Sheni being me, and I don't like the whole third party me, we go running off with crap and we're nuts. And then Dom's like, Shia, how dare, meaning hi there. And Dom's like, Peggy, welcome. And Cynthia's like, Dom, no, I'm going up to secure the house because of the fire. Well, the fire isn't around the Arrowhead. So you keep mentioning the Arrowhead property and I keep getting confused because I'm not, although we've discovered that, this thing doesn't necessarily provide the appropriate information to all phones. And hey, Dom, they're still looking for this guy. And over in Laurel County, Kentucky, everybody, have you heard about Laurel County, Kentucky? They're still looking for him. The feds are on as well. But now they got a whole bunch of good old boys out there looking for the SOB as well. So now the cops and the feds have to worry about all the good old boys who are like, that's okay, babies. We got your back. We're going to go a-hunting. It's open season on the idiot. And so they're all out there just having a good old time. And notice that I made sure to put us both in the same place. Now I want you to try. I got a problem. Uh-oh.
Yeah. My sound is not coming out of where it should be. It's coming out of the TV. So hang on here. The mic, you can hear me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am. So anyway, over in Laurel County, Kentucky, it's getting right out all kinds of fun and interesting. Hey, Cynthia, you notice how Dingleberry over there managed to figure out what her problem was like right away? Because it's not been my first rodeo and it's definitely not hers. And she's like, I ain't going to tell you completely everything, Shitty, because you're going to jump on me and we already know how to fix it. So she went over there and done fixed. The sound is now going into her ears.
Yes, it's now coming in the right spot. See, and I just caught Dom's message. I'm trying to find where you are, but it said I can catch up in the Discord, but that you've already found a place, and that's awesome. So I will go and catch up in the Discord later.
Okay, I'm not sure, but
I was scrolling back trying to figure out where you were.
She is like saying hello to Dom, and Dom's like, Cynthia, wait, no one is living in that house. And Adam, I almost called him Apple, like as in Adam's apple. Dominique, Nick. I don't know if that's how you say it, but hello.
Dominique,
hello. I don't know. Dominique, Nick. Oh, that makes sense. Hello, Adam. There is something that we didn't do, and we both need to kind of go over into our YouTube studios and subscribers only the ability to communicate with us, right?
See, and I closed everything up, and I don't even have any of those up.
it'll take us both a moment because I remember I showed you how to do it. Now I'm an idiot.
Okay, why when I'm in incognito, YouTube goes back to the normal and not the blackout? Now I have to fix all my settings.
Well, you mean the dark, the black things? Everything on mine comes out black. Why does yours not come out black?
Mute. Okay, there's one. Yeah, no, I opened up YouTube in the private browsing, and all of a sudden everything, all my
the
YouTube is
sounds and
white.
everything we're talking. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Weird. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. I can dick around with that at a later date.
There you go. It's just we have to get everything dialed in for this one. You know how that goes.
Exactly. I don't have to worry about the other thing right now.
Exactly. We just have to get it all dialed in.
So now I'm here.
I forgot how to do that. Customization.
I have to go into my YouTube studio, don't I?
And subscribers. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
So
this one. What's this one? There we go. There we go. Customize. See, guys, isn't this fun?
You know, but hey, we're both here, and we're, believe it or not, y'all do. You're important. What she hasn't noticed, we'll get to in a moment. Cynthia's like, no, nobody lives there. And Dom's like, Cynthia, I thought you wanted to live in that house, but you were being blocked from doing that for reasons. And we can discuss privately later. I am just surprised that what I thought I knew turns out to, that's me. When I think I'm following something and then I'm not because there were just too many words given to me, I'm just like, oh, forget it. I don't get it. And then Cynthia's like, no, husband cannot get here from Laughlin. I just spoke to him about 20 minutes ago, and I have access to the house. And Dom's like, you can catch up in Discord. I don't know what we did. About
this house.
About the houses and the properties. And Cynthia's like, yeah. And Adam's like, yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Hey, a moment, it almost came into a tune in my head. Adam, thank you. And Dom's asking Adam, highway to hell? And he laughs.
Oh, not that.
And Cynthia's like, I almost got taken to the woodshed to get spanked. Yes, ma'am. You know, she will learn.
I've been there.
What part of me? I don't lie, folks. I don't lie. I don't give a rat's ass what liars say about me. I don't lie. I am who I am. You're getting a full thing. And if you're difficult, I become difficult back. That's just the thing. Yes.
I'm having trouble here.
Yes,
I cannot find, like, I'm in my channel. Let's go to my content. I'm looking at my lives, and then
click
the live now.
Click. I'll get it. Would you like me to finish my sentence?
The live now.
Click on the live now.
Okay.
It'll open the video details.
Okay.
And then the customization.
Oh, customization. Okay.
You said it earlier, and it helped me hugely. Look.
Oh.
Twiddledee and Twiddledum at the keyboard here, folks. Problems between the keyboard and the chair. And if you don't know what that means, you have not met me. I'm sorry. So, yep.
No.
So,
there we go.
Dom's like, Cynthia sounds like was not a fun spanking. I didn't abuse her. Toxic! Hey, baby, it's good to see you. We miss you. Dom even says, cheers. And then Toxic's like, hi, Dom. We miss you, bud. We miss our queen too, but we understand the real life thing. But she's always in our thoughts and minds. And we know she listens during the week while she's working. How, bless her heart. We just love her. Cynthia's like, Arrowhead is under a level 2 evacuation, which means ready to go. I'm going up to retrieve personal property and empty out the safe. They're using the lake for water drops. Yep, that sounds common. And Toxic's like, hi, loves. Hope you're all well. We are, I have a tummy. She's not feeling really great either. But you know what? We are here, and we have already given thanks to the fact that our feet hit the ground this morning. So,
we got out of bed.
And we hope you're all well too, baby girl. We hope that you're all well as well. So anyway, What was I going to say? So yeah, I'm getting Cynthia dialed in on certain things, and she's well aware of the fact that abuse is my second career. It's so fun. But I was gonna. Oh, last night, Dom and I. Oh, yeah, dude, the weather. It's been a hot mess. It was 110 at my house yesterday, I think it was. And Cynthia at least managed to get my fat butt up off of the couch from the AC area and into my pool, which means I got to turn off the AC, right? So right now it is only 100 at my house.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, I'm trying to be smart and hit refresh. That might have been earlier when I looked this morning. So I'm trying to look. Yep, it's 103 right now at my house.
Yeah, see, we've our temperature dropped significantly quickly, and the humidity is astounding. So severe thunderstorms are to happen at some point today.
Well, I'm hoping that it drops not too rapidly, because then we'll have the thunderstorm and the lightning strikes, and we don't want that. But like the weather is killing me. But like you said, my feet hit the ground, so I'm living another day.
Yep.
We woke up to a whopping 6 Celsius. Okay,
6,
so that's
wow.
like 32.
See, I know 6.
That's like 72 degrees, isn't it? This morning.
6 Celsius. That's nuts. I'm
but in Fahrenheit, isn't that
right
like 72?
I have to do the math. We're at 24 degrees Celsius right now.
Okay, what is 6 Celsius?
42.8. Yeah.
Oh, 42, not 72. I went the wrong way. Ooh, girlfriend. Yeah, no, I
only
don't know that I would like
in New
that.
Orleans. Yeah.
And then she's like, it's chilly here. And Peggy's
That's
like,
what I was thinking,
it's only 86 in New Orleans. Yeah, well, New Orleans ain't in San Diego, because I'm going to tell you, I'm in San Diego. And down the hill is not bad, but Ditto got his first grooming. They cut off all of his hair. He looks like he got himself a corgi cut. His feathers that move so cute on the back, they cut those all off, right? His undergrowth and the hair on the back of his, they're what's known as feathers, and they cut them off. Groomers always think Aussies don't need feathers, but please. And so anyway, he's just so handsome and so soft right now. I didn't want to take him to the beach this weekend, and he's really pissed off at me about it, by the way, because he's like, that was my first shit with any of this action, and those people worked on me for 4+ hours, Mama. Ooh. They cut my toenails. One of them's a little short, and it hurts, and it'll get better, but you don't seem to give a rat's patootie, because contrary to belief, I do not believe on pity poor you because of your health issues, because we all got them. We're all going to get them, and we all going to die of them at some point in time. So, there are just times where I wish people weren't feeling what they're feeling, but outside of that, I wish Ditto wasn't feeling what he's feeling, but shut up and walk on it. It'll go away. This is just who I am. If you don't know that about me, I apologize. And Dom's like, 6 is about 40. Yeah, well, see, I'm an idiot. Toxic's like, send that heat wave my way. I am not ready for winter. Oh, yeah. It's hopefully it's going to be gone from here. I was supposed to mow the yard yesterday, but I'm going to blame it on Dom. That I was talked into not doing the yard work yesterday, and instead holding off until the heat is gone, hopefully by Tuesday or Wednesday. Hopefully the grass will not be up to my knees by then. And Cynthia's like, Sheni, I wouldn't have you any other way. I need to be hit over the head, and I'm good. Look, there is a movie, Dom, it's called Eating Raoul. Okay?
Eating Raoul. I have plenty of cast iron skillets to hit people over the head with, honey. And again, it's not beyond me to go ahead and serve you up, because the secret's in the sauce.
Just say it. Dom's like, Jenny, I said it was okay to wait till Tuesday. See, he didn't. Look, I told you it wasn't your fault. He's like, you just pushed it to Wednesday because I don't trust this weather. Okay. Cynthia's like, we hit 99 and now we're down to 93. That's because of the thunderstorms cooling things off for you. Lucky. Yeah. Although, why isn't mine cooler?
I like that.
We had thunder and now it's overcast. The pool, of course, I let the filter run for several hours, which defeats the purpose of not running the AC. But now it's going to rain into the pool because that's how it goes. I think I see raindrops on the window.
Yeah. My entire place, it's overcast and it's got that orange hue, like when fire season, when everything takes on that sepia tone. That's what it looks like outside right now.
Because of the beautiful sun hitting the top of the clouds and it coming through. Dom's like, wait, Eating Gilbert Grape, the Latin edition? Yeah, no, it's not. Eating Gilbert Grape was what was eating his life up and not eating him. The secret's in the sauce. So yeah, and my ex was very afraid of me because he knew I had cast iron skillets and had thrown everything from my kitchen at a cop that I once dated who pissed me off while I was cooking dinner. Okay. Oh. Men like to fight with me when I'm cooking dinner. Number one, I will never cook for you again. Number two, you will see exactly how fast I can unload a kitchen. I'm hoping with my old age, I don't do that anymore. But guess who never had to pick any of the shit up? I try not to test it because I try not to have them come. And Toxic's like a girl after my own heart. Oh, girl, I own it. You already in mine. I already in yours. And then Dom's like, Sheni, I was making a joke about eating Raoul. Oh, well, that would work too. The joke, I got the joke. I thought it was funny. But, one was eating the internals and the other one's just eating Raoul. And then Dom is like, I forgot to explain all the jokes with the jokes. No, you just had to put LOL so I know that you
I'll be right back.
See, this is what we're doing today. You just go right ahead, girlfriend. So yeah, no, you just have to like LOL so I know where you're coming from. Because sometimes I deal with people who aren't sitting between a keyboard and a chair, and they don't get it at all when I tell them something very serious, and then they come back with a really, really stupid statement, and I think they're joking, only for me to discover they were deadpan serious about it. And I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm afraid to believe that people are joking because I have met so many morons lately who I take them as a joke and they're serious as shit and I don't get it. I'm gonna sneeze. It doesn't help when my taskbar pops up and I can't hit mute. Okay. Of course, Digger knows to try and come in and save me and try and hit mute for me. But of course, I'm going to do this when she's not here because, well, the universe has used me as its sense of humor. And I'm cool with it because, I can recognize, oh, yeah, you made me sneeze when Digger isn't here. So that, number one, I get the funny looking face and the insane sound. Luckily, that was not really loud. Dom's like, pee, and laughing. And then Linda, well, hello, Miss Linda, you back. And then she's like, hello, Sheni, Digger, and chat. My weather app says you're going to cool down to the 90s this coming week. Oh, thank gosh. Miss Linda, I so appreciate you. Oh, and by the way, don't pinpoint exactly where you are, but tell me again where you are, because I think you're in California, just north of me. But I I have like a brain fart, okay? Because we have one that's in the Victorville-ish area, okay? That's the best way I'm gonna go. If she wants to do it
Hello, Linda.
on a stream, she can do it on a stream. But
what's that?
You know, just not wanting to dox somebody. And so I just gave like a around the area thing. And
I'm in BC.
Yeah, but isn't Linda in California?
I think she is, yeah.
I think she is too, and not very far north of me. And then Dom's like, Linda, Cheerios. And then Linda's like, I'm pretty sure the fire is out because it doesn't smell like a campfire and it isn't raining ashes anymore. Well,
yeah.
The thing is that the breeze changed last night. So it may have just changed its direction so that it's not coming to you. This is, and I think you're talking about the line fire, which is putting you right around the area that I'm thinking. And so, I'm just thinking.
Similar to Cynthia, I guess.
That's, but I was trying not to say that, but yeah. She's actually right there. So seriously, if I was to drive and say, I want to do lunch, I need to have Linda and Cynthia meet with me in that area so that we can sit and do a very small get together after what a certain individual did to me and then another individual. My trust with regards to humans have gone down to a very minimal. That, why. And so, yeah, by the way, did you know that the individual changed their name yet again?
No. That might be why I'm not seeing him anywhere ever. Her. Oh no, that individual?
Yes.
Oh, we can talk. That individual's got a list of account names.
I know. That's what I was telling. That's what I was telling Miss Cynthia yesterday. This is why I'm very particular about the invites to the Discord, because if that see you next Tuesday with a K and a great big unt steps into my life, I am afraid, because I need to go to Colorado for medical anyway. I 3 sacks in a rack for the rest of my life is not going to be what kills me.
Yeah. No, she actually has multiple paid accounts in each streamer in their chat. So she's using multiple accounts that she's paying for. So she's got memberships, like 3 or 4 memberships
because
per streamer, and then she talks to herself in the streamer's chat
so that everybody thinks that she really is liked and loved. And it's like, girl, you wrote on my back because I know what it's like for people to misinterpret your behavior and to try and say all of their world problems are on you. Let me see. Can we think of a particular individual right now? And this was after the fact. Oh, but wait a minute. I was looking back at some of the DMs back in the day, and it was going on then. So anyway, the whole thing is that she is where she is now because I made her blue. I turned her into a Smurf on our channel, contrary to what Dog Mama said, contrary to what you said. It was like, wait a minute. She's being misunderstood. And you know what? Bend me over and famita me. Okay? You do know what famita you
I don't, but I'm pretty sure I can figure it out.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say
but yeah, I changed my entire life around.
You get it? Listen. Oh, fuck me in the ass.
Oh, okay.
The other one is me.
Yes.
So see, we have, no. Anyway, I don't miss her, not one little bit. She had me blocked for the longest time, right? And then little brother had me come onto his stream. And while I was on his stream, she unblocked me.
Yeah, she's done that to me, unblocked me, and then blocked me again. It's
But
like
wait a minute.
just to let me know that she has that power over me.
Right. But wait a minute. So she unblocked me while I was on the stream. My reply was, "Oh, look, I'm unblocked."
Yeah, and then she blocked you again?
But now you are blocked.
Yeah.
That was exactly what I said on stream. I don't block people. I have her blocked. You know?
I don't block anyone. I just so that I can say I didn't block you. If ever someone thinks they're blocked by me, it's not me. It's probably YouTube.
Yeah,
That has happened.
She's the one, because let everybody else learn. Let everybody else learn what I've learned. And hopefully not the way that I've learned, but that they learn about the people that I've learned about. That's cool. Linda's like, yep, South Central San Joaquin Valley between Fresno and Bakersfield. Yeah, in the bowl. Up the 5. Hurting, but not too bad. Linda's like, hello, Nam. And then I don't need to pay someone to talk to myself. I do it for free in the privacy of my own home. And I have some really good ass conversations. How about you, Linda? See, this is the problem. We are all very interesting individuals. Do you know what?
I can't find you.
Sometimes these folks just aren't, and they know it. They just aren't, and they know it. Yeah. So it's kind of funny, and it's sad. I do feel sorry for somebody. I just do. I don't know how miserable their life must be, because it's got to be really sad. And I like to wake up and go, ooh, everything hurts. Isn't it great? Oh, you stupid. And then just keep going on with my day. And, so unfortunately, yeah, I start my day off. Oh my God. And then here's one. So I was listening to Mo in the Dark the other day. No, I simply only had one extra cup of coffee, folks. I really only had one. Anyway,
can you imagine what a pot will do to this woman?
No, I had 2 pots of coffee. Don't get me wrong, but that only equated to 1 extra cup. Okay. So anyhow, I was listening to Mo, and unfortunately, I was going to the restroom, and she was on my earpiece, right? And she starts talking about in a trial that she's listening to, somebody's behavior didn't go the way that the cops thought it should have gone. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's not always the way to measure me. Have you met me? I am not on anybody's Richter scales of norm. Okay. So anyway, Mo says, because people like me, when an incident happens, a bad event, I'll start laughing. And I'm sitting on the toilet with my windows open, screaming, me too, Mo, me too. My aunt looked at me and had a heart attack, and I stood there and laughed at her. I seriously stood there while my Auntie Pearl had a heart attack, and I laughed at her. But it's not that I don't become, anyway. No, it's not funny.
It's not that you're heartless. It's just that's how you deal with things.
It's just
the body has an automatic reaction.
Deal with things, and my brain kicks into, like, while I was laughing, I'm calling 911, right? And 911 is like,
can you imagine being 911?
Hello,
what's your emergency? She's having a heart attack. I can't stop.
She opened the door and she's dying. She's had a heart attack. I need an ambulance. Can you hurry them up, please?
I'm gonna send the cops around it too, just in case.
Just in case I offed her, right?
Oh.
So I'm just saying. I am just totally saying. This is me. This is how I do things. So yeah, Linda, I'm with you. I have perfectly awesome conversations. I think Digger has caught me while sitting in StreamYard, me roaming around having arguments with myself and only hoping that I'm going to win. I just don't know what side. So Toxic's like, I guess I am chopped liver since I didn't get an invite. Wait a minute. You're always invited. What did you not get an invite to? Don't you have an invite to our Discord? I know that you're busy, but you're invited to everything that we are. Oh, well, wait a minute. I know what you're talking about lunch. Honey, you're not in California. Wait, are you? I have you over in my head near the Tennessee, Carolina area. So that would be a long drive. Not that Froggy and I don't plan on getting close. We plan on going to the Arkansas, Missouri area, and maybe trying to bounce down and grab Queen for a lunch, depending on how things go. But yeah, no, it Toxic. You're not chopped liver, honey. You're not. Cynthia's like, Linda, they have pulled all aircraft off the fire because of the lightning. And Squabob's like, blocking on a communication platform is just silly. I agree, but you know what? Fook her.
Oh, shoot. So I did it all. I was so close to that Toxic, and then I dropped the wrong link, so I took that one back. But I don't have permission to send her an invite to the Discord.
Well, I think she was talking about the invite to lunch when I said Linda and Cynthia.
Oh, right. Okay.
But
if that's the case, then
yeah. But if she is near us, then you're also invited, sweetie.
Yeah, I missed all that bit because I was searching through high heaven trying to find Toxic in my Discord. Like, I know we're friends.
Well, wait,
where are you?
Right, and aren't you also over in As the Gavel Drops?
That's how I had to do it. Yeah, I had to go through that.
Toxic, by the way, everybody, if you don't know, As the Gavel Drops is the Discord for the best place to talk court cases and everything else, to get information, to find out information, to have like-minded conversation, to be human, adult-like, or get spanked. It's up to you on how you want. Queen has a spoon available if she's still able to do it while she's reliving. But yeah, no. So I just want everybody to know, As the Gavel Drops, at some point you would think that I would I don't know how to go over and Discord a link. I'm not going to do that. If she wants us to, she can DM me and we'll figure it out. Linda's like, yes, Sheni. Mostly I get along with myself just fine. Mostly. Right. There are those days where I'm sorry, I'm being a biatch and I don't like that other me. That can happen. So if I don't like you on some days, join the club. I don't like me on some days. So put on your big girl panties, shut the freak up, and wait until tomorrow. Okay?
Yes.
And then we just act like it's over. It's over. And if I don't act like it's over, Bill, there's a problem, a huge problem. And you have not apologized or apologized enough. One of the two. Just saying. And if you fib in public about me, you need to correct it and admit in public how much you febered in public about me. Just saying, I'm like that. Linda's like, Cynthia, at least I can't smell it anymore. My lungs are able to breathe a little. My lungs are able to breathe a little better. And then Timothy, hello, Mr. Timmy. How you doing? Jenny's not on the toilet right now. Nope, I got off the toilet. But wait for it, Tim. You missed it. I started the stream, ran to the toilet, and got back before my Giggles started at the end of the intro. So I see
what you did there, Tim. I see what you did there.
I was on the toilet for a moment, and see how this busts me up. See how he emphasized the word not Sheni's not on the toilet right now, right? Notice how I read it that way? Because that's how I write to emphasize the words.
Sometimes me too. They took italics away and it screwed me right up.
Exactly. So this is the way to do it. And people go, you should not be yelling. Beach, you're going to know when I'm yelling. I will scare the dog down the street and around the fucking corner. You have nothing to be scared about yet.
Yeah, I got told off for yelling in chat because I was writing in all caps, but I was writing in all caps just to one person because she's got very bad eyesight. So she can't read the message unless it's in all caps.
Oh.
So when someone's getting mad at me for writing in all caps, it's like,
no, I'm just communicating with Betty Sue over here. And if you buy her some bifocals, then I could have a normal conversation. It's kind of like, I don't know, typing to the deaf.
Did you catch my last stream? My book reading? No, okay.
I started to read some of it and then not all of it. I said read because I'm a moron and I'm queen of all morons. I started listening to some of it. I might have listened to all of it while I was working, but that's how I knew that you were also having a StreamYard problem.
Yeah. Well, I also had to admit publicly in there that you are correct. I do need cheaters. I am that old and I need some stupid reading glasses so that I can see shit. I was adamant that my eyes are fine and it's totally cool. And then I was trying to read it's not even small print in that book. And I couldn't. Oh no, you know what it was? No, I know what it was. It wasn't that stream. It was Mighty's Tuesday stream because JKD Buck, I was reading from the Bible and I didn't read the full quotes. And he called me out on it, and I had to admit that the reason I didn't read the full quote was because I couldn't read the words because I couldn't.
You got to get some cheaters, baby.
Yeah.
But see, here is my new thing. See how I come up with the glasses like this, and then I can drive like this. I can see everything, and then I can just look down at my keyboard.
Yeah.
But I then I go like that. So I'm just saying.
Now, did you notice? Just look at Timothy Robert. He's being a smartass.
I'll get to him in a moment. Timothy is like, beef. What's for dinner? Beef. What's for dinner?
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
I like the little old lady going. Where's
the beef? And then Linda's like, lunch would have to be real close to home because of my oxygen requirements. Well, honey, if Cynthia and I have to, we would make it easier. And Timothy's like, off the cow, which, or how do you like that? Rim, cow. And then Don's like, Timothy, I was just remembering the little old lady in the burger commercial.
Exactly. Where's the beef?
We all went there immediately with the what's for dinner. Okay. And then was like, awesome. I'm really, really sorry. I apologize unreservedly. Don't you do that. I was loving the crap out of you. Now, don't you get all passive on my ass. I offer a complete and utter retraction. Don't you do that either. We're going to make you own it. The imputation was totally without basis, in fact, and was in no way fair comment. It was perfect because you were here one night when something about I had to go to the restroom or I don't know, something happened or I ran. I don't know. You were here one time when me sitting on the toilet became a thing, and just like last week.
So you know who Timothy is?
I've seen Timothy in chat before.
Oh, it's Squabby. It's Squab Bob.
I didn't.
Look at his avatar.
The bird is there. That's why
he switched because we were talking about a certain someone with a zillion different account names.
I love you. I so love you. But I've seen this before, and I don't think I knew then either. So I've seen this before. Thank you very much. So anyway, I love you, Squabba.
I know.
Was motivated purely by malice. There we go. And I deeply regret any distress that my comments may have caused you or your family. And I need to use this as a disclosure. And I hereby undertake not to repeat any such slander at any time in the future. Can I add more to it? Yeah. Unless my mouth starts moving. That's my disclosure.
There you go.
Because again, it would. And so there. And the dog's like, Timothy, be unburdened, but what has been, we're just here for the chits and giggles of it all.
I love the smart asses in our group.
Do you know how to send a link to the as the gavel drops in Discord?
Yes, it's a quote from a fish called Wanda. Yes.
Those are odd instructions, but
we
may have
I know what you're wanting.
That mingled, and so the invite is a quote. So figure out the right quote in the movie A Fish Called Wanda, and you too can become a member of As the Gavel Drops. No, that was just a very odd time for something to have been said like that. We're just saying that was funny timing.
There it is. Found it.
I it's a great quote, and I totally love it. I totally do. I totally love it. Hey, does everybody notice the cute little doo-doos that we've got over our heads? Over there. She's over there. Woohoo! And then go like and subscribe. Shinies for show. Just call me Shini. Everyone I love does. I know. I need to do something else for Digger down below. I'll get there. I just do things on the fly when I need a mental break from work. Okay? And that's what I did that day. See how I am? But I've also been trying to teach the infamous Sylvia some things
Cynthia.
on
Sylvia. You said Sylvia, it's Cynthia.
No, the infamous Sylvia.
I don't know the infamous Sylvia.
Yeah. And she's also got the infamous Sly Sylvia.
Oh.
And I have been she's okay, a couple weeks ago I popped into her chat and she invited us to come on and play games. Nobody was, so I'm like, okay, let me do this, and I went ahead and joined in. By the time I got there, 3 other people had also joined, so we went online to play games. And she's like, "Oh, Gammy, I don't know that this is going to be your kind of game." And I'm like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I am not so tender." No, she is. She found out, and so did the kids on the stream.
Oh no!
I have not the inability. I have not the ability to be shy, and so I think that was the way that we do that sentence. But yeah, no, we had conversation, and I because it was one of those X-rated game things that we were playing.
Okay,
and yeah, I said things. I totally did. So anyway, love the law. As the gavel drops, there's the Discord link. You will have to do in there the exact same thing that you have to do on my channel, on my server, which is verify your phone numbers, because we have certain people who have a whole bunch of screen names that they apparently buy memberships with just so they can have conversations with themselves. That way the streamer actually thinks that the chat is following the conversation, but in reality the fake person is designing it that way. So Digger has popped that in.
And I'm putting it in the risk. I'm doing Rumble right now.
There you go. Wait a minute. Didn't it go into Rumble automatically? Nope, it did not. Oh, well, okay. That's rude. That was totally rude.
There we go.
I'm just saying. Oh, and I have to work with you, Digger, to get your Rumble into chat.
Yeah, I thought that should have been done automatically.
No, and that's why, because you didn't work with me. You think I always just want to play, and sometimes I just want to work. And there's my girl. There's my Daisy girl. This is Daisy Girl Williams, just popping on in to say howdy. You gotta love her. And then Dom's like, Daisy girl. And then Daisy sends out a whole bunch of kisses to everybody. And Tim's like, love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. But the rope is kind of tight. So please loosen it some. And Daisy girl's like, Dom, here's some eyes for you. And Dom's like, Daisy girl, ballin'. And Dom comes along and starts laughing. And Daisy girl's like, love you too, goofy face, love you. And Digger's like, love the law. Join as the gavel drops. Wait a minute. What and where did you do that?
That was on my Rumble, and it should have been on your Rumble too.
And look at what happened.
It showed up. Okay, so
there you go. So it did show up. Okay. So you must have already clicked the link, and it took a couple of weeks before it actually worked.
Probably. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Well, I can handle that. I can live with that.
So
there that means I don't have to do anything. I'm good.
There you go. And Linda's like, hello, Daisy girl. And then there it is again on your channel, because you thought doing it twice on your Discord or on your Rumble would be awesome.
Did I do it twice on my Rumble? I thought I did it once in each of ours.
Well, I guess it doesn't tell me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did it in each of ours.
Yeah. Because we can't. It doesn't.
I just popped out the Rumble chat, and now I can pop it away again because it turns out it shows up.
Yeah, it doesn't tell us which Rumble we're reading, so it's in there. And then I came along and said, because you didn't work with me, that was while we were talking about the fact that the Rumble chat wasn't showing, and yet it showed. So I lied. You are so right, honey. I am a liar. I am a liar. Just stick line right across my face after you've worked on the whole thing for at least 6.5 hours and faked your anger. Stick liar right up there, because I just lied. I own up to it when I do it. Daisy girl's like, no, Dom, I wasn't ready for summer either. Well, that's where we are now. Squaw Bob's like, rumbling, tumbling, tumbleweed. What you doing over there in Rumble and not coming over here and subbing up and loving on us? And Dom is like, hey, Daisy girl, so you are not ready to fall in love with me yet? Darn it. And Daisy girl's like, I don't know, Goofy, maybe. So anyway, here we are. Did you hear about what is going on down in America, in Kentucky, just south of Larry Foreman's place?
No.
The DUI guy.
Yeah, no, I know. He's okay though, right?
Well,
he's being sued by Lynette.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all I know about him.
No, last night on Interstate 75, unless you're from California and you just call it the 75, there was some shooter that just started shooting people, and they're still looking for him, which is, although I don't think I'm still hooked up to it anymore. I think it's coming out over here. I don't know. I'm listening to the police scanner and I'm sucking at it really bad. I'm going to sneeze again.
Bless you. Aw. Daisy, I only have eyes for you, Dom. And Dom says, Daisy, I know. It makes me feel special. I can ride the short bus now. I ride the short bus all the time, actually. It's called the Handy Dart, and they let us people with disabilities ride it.
I've been riding it for years and years and years. But my mom ain't driving no more, so I'm safe now. I feel like there's going to be another sneeze, but God only knows if it's going to tell me if and when. right?
Hmm.
So what were we talking? Yeah. So anyway, this moron, he escaped into the foresty area, right?
Okay.
So it's like, well,
Which there's a fair amount, right?
oh yeah, it's in Kentucky.
Okay,
So
yeah.
yeah,
He could
there's like,
potentially lie or hide for a very long time.
well, they've had people in the Appalachians hide for decades.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So it's not like abnormal for it to happen at all. It's totally not. Um, but you better be a really good survivalist, and
Daisy, you just made me lose the game.
we may not even know, but
Dom
so,
says I think 5 people were shot.
well,
And then
that's
he
what
ran
I
off.
heard yesterday, and then they didn't say if there were more. They did say they expected more injuries. That's what the police scanner was saying. So
Well,
anyway,
yeah.
here is the area of which they're at. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's like a whole bunch of
Yeah.
there's
He could
there
go to hide
is
forever if
right.
he wanted to.
So this right here, see this? Look at,
Yeah.
and now they've put it on the Google map. Okay.
Oh, good. The
But
shooting has been marked.
I just happened to know where it was last night. So anyway, they thought he ran off this way, which was really kind of an odd direction to go, but not abnormal.
Yeah.
And
Unless he's doing it on purpose. Do we know? Was it random people or?
Yeah, it was people on the highway. They
Okay, so he
stopped
just
all the
started.
traffic. Right, exactly. The thing is that they were searching for him over here.
Yeah.
And also over here.
Right.
One helicopter was searching both grids.
Oh.
It was kind of comical. So anyway, what's going on today? Well, the good old boys. Have you met any of them? Have you ever seen any of them drive a really cool orange car? They all got together, and so now the cops and the feds are out there running into people who are out hunting for this guy, and they have to clear them now. But again, a well-armed militia. It is so worth doing it. Does that make sense? Well, there she goes now. See how we are? No. So anyway, she has an easy mic thing to tune in and out. Dom's like, but 99% they identify who it is. Now just finding him. Yeah. So they know that they're, and I did hear on the scanner last night that they had collected some DNA. So I'm not exactly sure if that was from his vehicle or if maybe he somehow or another got stupid wounded, because he sure as heck didn't get smart wounded doing what he's doing. But maybe it was at his house. Remember, I wasn't listening clear enough yesterday to know if they had gone to his house, and they sure as heck weren't telling anybody any of that. I have been scratching myself so much. I seriously say I've been being chewed up by spiders while I'm sleeping. You okay there?
Bitten. Oh yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, I usually mute before I start to cough, not after.
I was about to mute you, but I heard you go up and get yourself, so don't worry.
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh, I'm fine. I'll be even better in a minute.
Right. Shit happens, and then we get over it or don't. We have our choice, right?
So this dude, did he? Pardon me. Did he just like stand by the side of the highway and start taking people out, or was he on?
Could have been from his vehicle, because Don said that they found his vehicle. So here's what I did hear come across the scanner is that yesterday morning he purchased an AR-15, which, hey folks, an assault rifle. It's a fucking rifle. It's not an assault rifle.
It's a brand. It's not a type.
Right. But everybody wants to trigger the word AR. Lamita me or Famita me. Lamita me, then Famita me, and Lamita me. I don't care. get over your oh, I'm being bullied words. Bitch, grow your ass up. Okay. Yep. So anyway, he had purchased one of those with over 2,000 rounds of ammo, or with good. 2,000. They said with 2,000. I almost exaggerated. With 2,000 rounds of ammo yesterday. Well, okay. So you just can prove that it's premeditated. Just saying, he could have changed his mind. Oh, wait a minute. And then his family members were calling in from work. His sister-in-law called in from work and said, well, he'd been threatened to kill all of our whole entire family. So now I'm scared. Seriously? Now you're scared? First of all, don't come and threaten me, because I'll take your ass out right there and call the cops on myself and just say, hi. Yeah. You know, I know a bunch of attorneys, one who's prepared for the day that he has to, stand up for me in a court of law. Will he? I don't know. He may have been joking. He's a lot better. I'd rather have him as an attorney than the one who is a liar, because the one that's a liar, he's not real sharp. I mean, he is smart as a whip, but not a convincing soul. I'm just saying, but only to the ignorance. Just saying.
Oh, pardon me.
So Dom is like, Sheni, rub raw bacon on your skin to stop the itching. Well, see, and I would, because Ditto would love it in a heartbeat. It's not so much that. I think I'm a digger, okay? Not the kind of digger. Digger's a digger, but like right here, I want to get that bump out that I feel, okay? And I feel bumps, but a lot of these have happened in my sleep. So I am thinking that a spider got to me and I just tore into it. And then Dom says,
a spider bite on my hip. I've got a spider bite here. They're coming in. It's that time of year. They're coming inside.
That's it. And I seriously have been seeing them all over the place, and I won't fumigate because of the animals. But yeah, I would cook it in a heartbeat. I've already had, today I only had 2 pieces of bacon, but yesterday I had 6. So nice. Dom's like, Sheni, I will be in a bad way when they ban all my assault rocks and assault sticks.
Yeah, see, I'm okay over here as long as I've got, well, I don't have it yet, but I was thinking about it, reading that comment, that exact comment, the assault rocks and sticks. I need to order a Bobby Baloney special 3D printed stick.
See?
I need one of them.
Where is my Bobby? But he could do that. He could totally do that. He could totally do that.
He did a video of himself, not him. All you saw was his feet, and he's walking in the fall in the forest, and there's like a pile of dead brush and branches, and you see his hand come into frame. He's got one of his 3D printed sticks, tosses it in amongst the other sticks, and walks away. And that's the whole video. And that was the video that made me know that Bobby was going to be one of my good friends.
That he's one of your people. I'm telling you, he is so part of the herd. And, I love him so much. He's such a character, brings so many smiles to my mind and my heart.
He's playing with a new thing, a new computer program right now. So
he'll be around and when he can be. Yeah. It's okay. He gave me word that somebody lurks every now and then. And that made me really, really even more happy, because I don't have a whole lot of love, and I've always been a really good throwaway. So I'm really good at pushing away. Yes. But I never pushed her away. I did not. I didn't did it. But I'm a senile old lady, as Linda says. Just play the senile old lady or the helpless little old lady, and then laugh. Yeah, because I don't know what happened. He just came at me, and grabbed my pew pew, and phew, that person stinks now. He pooped all over himself when he landed on the floor. And Daisy girl says, well, hello, Linda. See, both you girls are here. And then Linda's like, well, hello again, Daisy girl. So last night in the green room, I was showing Cynthia, because she's got to get a microphone and a headset, right? She doesn't understand being on live streams and me getting my voice in feedback is like frustrating as hell. So she's wanting to know what gear I have. Just go get gear. Don't get what everybody else is getting. Get what you want. So anyway, then I realized, I have this one, right? Which I cannot use on this, but I can use it on my laptop if we're on the road, right? So I can take calls still from my client while I'm driving. Okay.
Gotcha.
And so when I showed her these last night, she goes, oh, and I so know your favorite color. And I went, oh, you do?
Well, yeah.
No, really? You do too?
And I would think so. It's the things that you get your pew-pews painted.
Okay. Do you want to see my pew-pew?
I didn't get to see the second one because you hadn't gotten it back yet.
Would you like to?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. You just entertain the troop. I have starred Linda's. There's only a couple. I'll be right the friggin' back, and we'll probably talk to myself while I'm gone.
All right. So hello again. It's me. It's my show. Ha 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 ha. I don't know where Boo is. Sweet's got tired of playing. Now she's sleeping. So, Linda's laughing her ass off, which is awesome. I just did a dab, so I honestly am not sure what you're laughing your ass off at. But I'm sure there's good reason. Oh my goodness. I am silly. Tom says, is that like the woman being arrested yelling, he did not die the last time I stabbed him? I did not. I've never seen that video. That's actually, I would like to see that video. Is it body cam? I want to go. Oh man. There we go. Yes. So see, and now I'm starting to feel on the spot. Laughing at everything. Okay, good. Because we're just, we're kind of silly. I don't know. She put me on the spot there because I literally just finished doing a dab and I'm a little bit baked at the moment. Oh man. Yeah.
I'm an idiot and probably dead.
I had some artwork that I could show off, but it's like literally just out of. I know, dead air. Ah, I know.
She dead aired while I was gone.
No, I crumbled. I like shit. I just took a dab, and now I'm supposed to say something entertaining and thoughtful, and yeah.
And she totally forgot what
crumbled.
What it was.
I would have been the one on the stage in the old days. They would have taken the shepherd's crook and.
No, you'd have just been standing there going.
Yeah, turning red. Yeah.
Just saying. Okay.
The Gilligan's Island song. I know the Gilligan's Island song.
Oh,
Sheni, what have you to tell me about?
Did you not? Oh my goodness, she wasn't here last night. Okay, well, remind me of that in a moment. Okay. So.
Okay.
Anyway, y'all who think my favorite color is known, right?
Yes.
So
it's either, well, it's got to be black, right?
But again, y'all think you know my favorite color, right?
Mm-hmm.
When in reality, you probably don't know my favorite color because y'all have already seen this one. Okay. So just gonna say, oh, and this is how safe I am. Do you see? So, and because I'm an old blind bat, okay.
Oh.
I'm going to show you what I showed Cynthia, but hold on. because I'm an old blind bat.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to see inside
Oh,
that
yeah.
green dot.
Yeah.
That's going to tell you what you're aiming at.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a laser, so it's not on me.
Yeah.
It is just easier for my eyes. You dial it in
Okay.
over here.
Oh,
Okay.
neat.
And then it's got a little bit of charging thing. But you
Nice.
dial it in. Okay. It's got these little dial things for you.
Okay.
So y'all think that you know my favorite color. You only think that you know my favorite color.
Okay. Oh, you've got that turquoise. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the next one may be purple.
Okay. So you're not doing it because you like the color more as much as it's much easier to see?
They're easier to see, and they're going to be different in everything. I know which one I'm talking about. So
Oh.
if I need to have somebody grab something and they bring me the wrong ammo, or the or I'm holding the ammo and I need the right pew pew, then I get to go, no, I need this color one. Does that make sense? And again, okay, first of all, I want everybody to know I'm well aware. And
that's really neat.
There's the green dot yet again.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really cool.
So that's why I store it like this, because it does not affect it in any way. So, hey, for you folks who go, oh, don't store it like that, you'll affect the lick me. Just lick me.
Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense then.
See?
They're color coded for actual reasons as opposed to, I totally assumed hot pink was your thing.
Yeah. Well, it used to be evergreen, and then it kind of has changed a little bit more to like the purple that we have. It's kind of changed more to that. And yeah, I could have started that away with the pew pews, but I didn't want to. I have a pure black one, but that's when I went, wait a minute, I want to be able to separate these out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed that I had to get a hot pink bag to carry them, so that when I do go down to the range, they're put away safely, and I don't have a whole bunch of gear to carry. I've got one bag with my so anyway, there it is. All
right. So Dawn was making fun of me choking. And then Linda said, Digger, have Sheni tell you about Gilligan's Island song. So before you do that, I am going to get a cup of coffee. I got to pour the coffee.
Well, you go do that, because it's going to take me a moment to find it, because now we have to work out of my memory, because have you met me? I don't really have one of those, but I have the really good ability to talk about myself in tell, right? Up until, oh, that is so not it. I am so sorry. I have to find the right playlist. I totally... No, not the right playlist, the right video. So anyway, yes, some of you guys were here last night. A couple of you were not. It's not like we have a whole bunch of people, because we don't. Have you met us? We don't. We don't have a whole bunch of people, So, that's not the, that's running out of time. Will be rescued. No. I'm trying to remember. No one considered this. No one, was it no one considered this? Was it that one? I almost feel like it was that one. Nope, it wasn't that one. So now that I know I'm totally not on the right thing, and it wasn't a month ago, you would think, but I apparently let the darn thing run until the end, that I would be able to see. And then I'm the one who friggin' wrote on it. So how hard is hard for me to find it?
Dom says, look in the Discord.
Did you?
I'm reading ahead.
Oh, because Dom has the link. Okay, hold on. I might have had to have closed Discord. I closed it, but I can open it back up.
Dom
Thank you, Dom,
Gilligan's
because you did put the link in there. I remember that last night.
Linda says yes. Very impressive, Sheni. And Cynthia's got pew-pews and laughing and pew-pews and laughing and a big thumbs up. That actually makes a whole lot of sense, because if we were in a situation and I needed to pass you one and you told me the name of the gun or the type of the gun, I don't know. But from that perspective, you could tell me the color and I'd be, I can do that.
Exactly. Do you see? And I am automatically assuming things are not going to be well if I'm asking people to hand me things in a hurry. Makes sense?
Yeah.
That's
Simplicity
what I am,
is key.
Yeah, that's what I am automatically thinking. And I sure as heck don't want to have to go through that.
Yeah. Dom says that's not purple, that is pinkle. I think he's talking about the Digger 420 and the names. Yeah, pinkle. I like that.
Wait a minute. You know what?
Dom
it was
said
like
in Discord, and he says, I think go to 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's supposed to be at 10:10, and I just had it. So I just had it.
Did I say the wrong word? I thought I said pew pew. Oops.
Oh, really? Because I didn't hear you not say pew pew.
Yeah. Dom, what are you talking about? Shh. Keep it to yourself. No one considered this video, I think, she says Linda.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
So let me get over here. You go ahead and add it to the stage and let me know when to hit play.
Okay.
I had already hit play. They're celebrating, but let them celebrate.
You guys might recognize this song. Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from a Cape launch pad aboard a brand new ship. Aboard a brand new ship. Butch was a mighty engineer, sunny, brave, and true. 2 astronauts set sail that day for a 10-day review.
Wow.
A 10-day review. The launch had faced a few delays and various problems found, but finally the ship took off with Butch and Sunny bound. With Butch and Sunny bound. The flight was as smooth as it could be. The Starliner's booster tossed. But soon it seems problems showed up and the mission could be lost. The mission could be lost. The ship arrived at ISS and it didn't take long to know they're stranded there for much longer than they had planned to go. The crew aboard the ISS gave them a place to stay. Did spacewalks to repairs and more. They bravely worked each day. So join us here each week, my friends. It'll probably be a while for 2 brave souls lost in space here on ISS Isle.
So everybody, again, Ellie in space. How adorable is she? I'm just saying,
cute.
How freaking adorable is she? Everybody, tell a friend. Go over and just sub and like and support.
Did I? Oops.
That was just so adorable. Ellie in space.
That's cute. Yes.
Just,
I'm
you know,
the whole situation is ridiculous, but I never put just how ridiculous it was together. But yeah, this is priceless. This perfectly exemplifies the whole situation.
it's again, they called it a successful mission when they left their freaking passengers up in space. Thank God there was an ISS.
Well,
there wasn't. Oh,
the
we're
crazy
gonna
thing
by
too.
the Hubble and drop them off there and just let them hold on for dear life.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll test run those suits.
I mean, Sandra Bullock and George Clooney make you think of anything? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. That was them.
Well, there was a Russian astronaut way back when the original, what was it, the Mir space station?
Oh, I think remember that. We had one of those. There was one of those.
Okay, so there was a Russian astronaut up there, and he accidentally got left up there. And he ended up being able to get in contact. Now, here comes my brain in the way, but he ended up being able to use the CB radio and talk to some woman in Australia. And then when it turned out he couldn't get down, they kept talking or something. Oh, this is so long ago, but yeah. The Mir space station, Russian astronaut left or forgotten.
You know, I'm like, wait, what?
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm hoping you can find it now, because
oh my, are you kidding me?
I told you.
Okay. So
my brain sucks, but I usually remember enough points.
Kirklev is a Russian cosmonaut who was left stranded in space for 311 days during the dissolution of the U.S. Soviet Union in 1991. Right. The background: Sergei was part of the Mir EO-9 crew that returned to the Mir station on May 18, 1991, when the Soviet Union collapsed. The country that sent him into space no longer even existed, so his return was, I don't know, delayed or forgotten about. The length of stay, Sergio remained on Mir for more than 311 days, returning to Earth on March 25th, 1992. That was twice as long as the original mission had called for. Time spent in space. This guy must have been the guy I was thinking of last night. Time spent in space. Sergio ranks third among cosmonauts. No, he's not the one. For time spent in space, logging over 800 days in total. Other accomplishments? Sergio was one of the first 3 members of Expedition 1 on the International Space Station in November 2020. This dude is mighty in a nutshell, who's gone to all of this stuff and is actually able to say, just take me to the outside of the rocket. I'll take the flight. Oh my gosh. Are you friggin'
I remember, I remember it now, because the guys on the other end of radio control wouldn't tell him what's going on. There was unrest when it was going up, but then they just said, oh no, it's okay, it's okay. And he found out that USSR had fallen because he was using CB radio, and he was able to talk to this Australian woman for a few hours each day. They had a window, and she broke it to him that the USSR no longer existed.
And that's why, dude, they forgot about you. You don't have a country to care for you anymore.
There were, yeah.
Okay, so here's
it was
one.
Wild.
Is Vladimir Komarov, because we have Kama Hole right now. So we're just going to say Komarov still in space. Well, on the 24th of April, 1967, cosmonaut Vladimir became the first man to actually die in space. The Soviet Union mourned the loss of a hero when it heard of the Soyuz 1 mission was a failure. Some say Vladimir knew he was taking part in a doomed operation, but what really happened? Ooh. Why are they saying that he returned to Earth? Finally, after 3 months, a joint Russian-German space mission managed to bring Vladimir, because I like the word Vladimir, back to Earth. Vladimir finally returned to Earth on March 25th, 1992. Oh my God, he was there for a whole lifetime. Excuse the awesome pun, okay? Anyway, Vladimir finally returned to Earth on March 25th, 1992, after Germany paid Kazakhstan $24 million to buy a ticket to replace him with its astronaut Klaus Dietrich Flied. It's not filed, it's Flied. Space is just really, it's really super interesting. I can't help it. I know I read that. I don't know if it was shared on stream, but
no, I was enjoying listening to you read it.
Oh, well, see, and I was over there going, here, you guys read it. But
that's okay. Daisy was dancing for us both.
Yeah, there you go. See, and I do see that my baby boy is in the batch.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So Dom's like, Daisy girl, nice legs. And Linda's like, they were lucky to hook up to the ISS.
Yes.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Cynthia informed me just before the launch.
That's what she's saying.
There we go. Just bore the launch, they realized they had forgotten to upload the trip home data. They were going to send those poor souls out there without the map to get home. That's the most human way I can say it. So let me program how to get you off this fucking planet.
Yeah.
And fuck you on the return, asshole.
That's awful. Awful.
Howdy.
Wow. Hi, Tammy.
I can see you. It feels like it's been forever. But yeah, no. She told me that it's like crazy. And Dom's like, Tammy. And then, here, howdy from Dom. And then Dom's like, Tammy, are you getting around better now? And Tammy's like, Dom, howdy. I just had to. And then Dom's like, Tammy, how about pain levels? Down some? And no, now they believe that I have injured the repair.
Re-injured. It's the next one.
Oh, re-injured. There you go. And then Dom's like, Tammy, don't do that. Dang, we tried to tell you. And then Dom's like, Tammy, something similar happened to my brother, but he is just lack of mobility, range of movement, no pain for him. And Bobby's like, who we clipping? Oh, honey.
Me, of course.
Last night, apparently it was going to be me because they were typing stuff in chat, and then I was reading, which only made me think of the other one that you had me read and that you clipped. I know
Dixie?
The name of it.
Dixie?
Yeah, the Dix Erect one.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it totally made me think about that because, why wouldn't I? Luckily you weren't there for that. And then you weren't here a little bit ago or maybe you were just listening while you were working, but apparently there was something and I missed it because I'm innocent.
I don't realize that I say things that I say, which is again how I managed to potentially screw my my own channel over in just a few seconds.
Well, I mean, again, I'm on a warning, so, and they yanked my stream down, right? So luckily, I download the streams, right? So I have them in my server so that I could go back and look. I don't download the transcripts, so I had to listen to the entire.
What's the difference? The chat?
No, the transcript is where AI tries to type everything that we think we're saying, like fook instead of fook.
Oh, like, okay, so CC sort of thing?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I just and I the only time I've ever downloaded volume only is to get my giggle.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was going to want to put that giggle over the top of something, and I'll put it on the top of every entry and exit. Only because if you think you're going for it, I'm going to laugh at you. I'm sorry. Every hole's got a hole. So anyway, Linda's like, that poor Cosmonaut. See how I am? I guess his family had nobody to ask about him. Must be nice to be loved. I guess his family had nobody to ask about him. Must be nice to be loved. Well, if you're over there, would you feel safe to ask any of the government about them? And if your country just got taken over, are you going to start saying things that might get you in trouble? Because first of all, you don't want anybody to know what your position was anyway. So, luckily he was able to get a CB direct in the whole opening. Everything has to be in line for that to happen. There has to be an opening of the as they're going over for the CB at that distance.
He was really lucky because the CB radio was something one of the previous astronauts had brought on board and set up because he was an enthusiast. But then when he left the place, he left it there. So this guy had never really used the CB radio before, but same thing, boredom hits. And so he starts playing with it, starts talking to this lady that, they had a window. Every day they could speak
every day there's a window,
like an hour or something.
There's also the need for the solar to be able to suck up more energy. So all of those things had to align just perfect for him. Bless his heart.
Yeah.
And yet now he knows why it's so fun to have a CB in your car. Because I'm telling you, Bobby, you and I could talk and hang out in the car in 110 degree weather, and we can talk.
That doesn't sound like any fun at all.
No,
Could we not sit in the air conditioned car and use the CB?
Well, I mean, I was just going to the extreme on that because you don't want to waste your gas while you're out there. But we used to do homework on the CB at night because I lived 15 miles from where I went to school. So I would get on the CB, and my best friend Stephanie would get on the CB. And then we had some of the guys, because it was always guys, that would from Auto Shop that would also get on the CB, and they'd be messing with us while I was helping her do the homework because I was apparently a tutor, a CB tutor. I was a CB tutor.
That's really cool.
Tutor. And so, we were always every night on there because we weren't allowed back then to be on the telephone.
Right.
For that long. So, you get like a 10-minute a day allowance on the telephone, and we'd be out there for hours on the CB. So Dom's like, Bobby, hey, howdy. Clip and Digger for saying the GUN. Oh.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't realize I said that.
Okay,
but
Bobby.
I do believe you. You don't need to clip it. I do believe you, Dom. I just don't realize things that come out of my mouth. That doesn't sound good. I speak before I think at times.
That's not a fun life.
I more to the point, I don't like having to censor myself, and sometimes I forget to do it. But I'm sure that I will get better with it the more I do this.
Got it.
The better I will
we're
get.
so far behind. Bobby, are you looking?
Really?
I need to know. Are you looking, Bobby? Bobby, are you watching the screen? Bobby, 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 Bobby. This is going to be the Bobby show. The Bob, Bob, Bob. Bobby, I need to know when you're looking.
No, other one.
I don't know.
No.
Hi.
Oh, shoot. No. How do I switch it?
You click the two people next to it, or you click on me, and then I'm sitting here waiting for Bobby to tell me that she's around, that he's around, that she's around, because I'm thinking of Digger.
I'm just clicking buttons now.
That's okay. We're just going to do this and really confuse her. Because we can. Okay. So in a moment, hopefully Bobby will let us know that.
Yeah, he's not there yet, but
he's got to
let us know. Yeah.
So
we'll go back.
Dom says, Linda, they did not force him in space. They had no resource they did not forget him in space. They had no resources to send the scheduled rocket up to get him. And Cynthia's like, Bobby, howdy. And
hi, Tammy.
And Tammy's like, Digger, howdy. And then she says, Sheni, howdy.
It's good to see
Cynthia,
you.
Howdy. Linda, Bobby, howdy. And then Linda's like, Dom, either way, it doesn't sound like much love. No, it doesn't. And then Bobby's like, sounds like something Shini's mom would do. Again, this does.
Yes. Shipping you up onto the spaceship
and leave
purposely
you
not giving you
the short bus. She would totally. She would. And yet she'd have all her can of beers put away by the time you came to question her where the child went. She really would. Cynthia's like, Play discovered this morning that they were going to return Starlink, that they didn't have an upload. Well, yeah, I didn't know that we had anything to play, but yeah, I already said that. They, not play, they. Yeah.
That's what I was
And
thinking.
then Tammy's like, was someone messing with my people? No. Nope. I think we have been pretty good bullies on keeping all of the no PPers away. Cynthia's like, it was the return flight of Starliner that they discovered they did not upload the auto return. See, she wasn't listening. And then, and then Cynthia's like, Tammy, I was thinking about you late last night. I was going through my Discord list. I'm glad you're here. Well, that was only because, seriously, this child, it's how she gets around on anything. Cynthia, I'm sorry. I love you. But with no knowledge, you do shit that you amaze me. And then when you learn, you're like, I didn't know that. And I'm thinking, how the hell did she get dressed for it?
Doing it.
She's funny. And then Tabby's like, say, thanks, Cynthia. I've missed y'all. We miss you all the time. Mm-hmm. And then Shaya's like, when I was a kid, me and my best friend would play on her dad's CB. See, because it was a thing. It's how we did things when we were kids. And so, Shaya, I don't know you, but you must be around my age group. Linda's like, you can have CB radios in your house. Yeah, but I don't set, well, I know you guys don't understand this, but if you remember when I was in the dining room, how often I would get up and move around, it's hard for me, especially on a CB. So I suddenly go, I want to go get in the car and play rabbit. Okay. I don't know if you know what rabbit is, but that's when you find another CBer and you go trying to hunt down based on the signal strength where they are. Okay. And it's just going rabbit hunting and it's fun. So, yeah, but and having the there's a specific name for it that just left my mind. Having the home station, to me, it's just not as fun. I like the whole sitting out in my car and feeling like, I'm out in the world. I'm like seeing adult, people. Yeah. Dom's like, Digger, do you realize things that go into your mouth Naughty comment.
Do I notice the things that go into my mouth? Yes, I tend to be more cognizant of what goes in as opposed to what just falls out. Yes.
She doesn't yell at the tiny bowl man that much either, by the way. And then lovely Timothy is like, I'm going to buy a new car without a CB. No, you have to buy them without a CB, but you can still have CBs put in. I still need to put one in my truck. When I had my trailer, I was going to put a CB in and I never got around to it. And then I sold the trailer. But the way things are getting more and more and more, where the government has a tighter hold, and depending on I have to be very cautious because I'm already on a warning. And for all I know, I'm standing here talking to myself and Digger. But the way things are going, I think it's always nice to have a secondary ability. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So Shai is like, one time we had a trucker come into her house and then asked him if he knew how old we were. Said we were 11 and 12. And he said, "Shit, I'm going to jail." And it was so easy to do, wasn't it? Because I was flirting with them truckers at that age too, baby girl. Don't you worry. Timothy's like, I'm a Bobby. And then, wait, huh? I make food. Did we say you were cooking? And then Linda's like, howdy to Tammy. And then Timothy's like, I has lasagna. And Dom's like, now I want pasta for dinner. I can't have pasta. Tammy's like, to anyone I missed, howdy. And Cynthia is like, I erased that. Well, it doesn't erase over here. So feel free, baby girl.
Sorry.
See, I'm going to tattle on you. And Chaya's like, that could be fun. Do you have a super tall antenna on the car for that too? No, I don't have to. And then Dom is like, Cynthia, when you erase it in YouTube chat, it'll still shows up in the StreamYard chat. So you're going to get busted either way that you go about it. Yeah, and that's why sometimes I'll quickly say, don't read it, don't read it, don't read it. And then I erase all my stuff. Because, you know, you don't want that. Where is Bobby? Did he come back?
He said he'd make food. He's making food.
When you come back, you let us know, okay? And Dom's like, Sheni, I tried to avoid pasta too, but that does not stop me from wanting pasta. Oh, I've been really lucky that yesterday I was wanting bread, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've been doing really good, not wanting anything. I used to just do like a lot of breads and pastas, okay? I'm doing really good that I'm not there. Cynthia comes along and says, I was a CB hunter as a teenager. See, she was out rabbiting it too. It was just
my mom. She used to drive the what do they call it? The pilot truck in front of the oversized loads.
Right. I used to be a pilot car driver.
So she used to do that. And what was her name? Wimpy or something like that. I don't know. I feel like it was something Popeye related. Yeah.
It could have been olive oil for all we know.
No. I feel like it was an Wimpy. I think that was it, or something along those lines. But either way, yeah, she had a lot of fun doing that for a living. I've got I'm a part of a Telegram. You know the Telegram app,
right?
Yeah, it's another platform. But I'm a member of a CB radio group.
I don't think they're
on there.
Wait, is Telegram still working?
Yeah, I rarely use it. I use it to get news that I'm not allowed to get.
Now I'm curious as heck because I haven't gone into mine. Okay, Parler is the one I'm thinking of.
There we go. Wide load pilot.
Just
so Parler got run out of town.
We just called them Pilot. Okay, so Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, Discord, Parler, MeWe, Gab, Telegram, X, Rumble, Locals, and YouTube. I
Wow.
just want you to know that when I say, yeah, I've got that I'm not lying. Because I
got
don't
a lot of
know. I feel like I've got to prove I'm not a liar sometimes. I lied once today, but I immediately called it out. Okay.
Well, it's not a lie. It's just a mistake. There's a difference.
Well, see, and I'm so hard on myself, I call it a lie. So there. Shia is like, there's a group of people who met in the same parking lot for years with giant whip antennas on their cars for the CB or ham radio. Ham is what we used to call the one in the house. We didn't hang out with them. We had stopped the CB. We had stopped the CB by them. In our doom buggies and in our Baja bugs and something else. We did have the big whip, but that was because we could put a flag on the end. And when we're out in the desert, coming over a dune, somebody coming the other way would also see us. And because we did that, it became a California law now that when you're out there, you must have a whip with a flag on it. Because
so many don't hit each other.
So many incidences happened with people who didn't have those buggy whips, you know, and or motorcycle whips, that they realized, wait a minute, there's a reason that these vehicles are getting in them and these vehicles aren't getting in them. But yet, if you law enforcement, you know, one of those Leo born people, and you don't have it, not a problem. You just go right on out there in one of our state or county trucks and just drive all over the friggin' place, and don't even worry about whether or not you make it out of here alive.
Yeah.
They just ignore me, annoy me. See, I use the wrong words all the time. So, lo mira me, famira me, and then lo mira me, just for my own enjoyment. Shia is like, makes sense. Safety matters. It sure does. You know, hell, you don't want to know the shit that happened to me growing up. That
you especially don't want to know what happened to her while she was growing up when you're playing board games or card games with her.
Oh,
Bobby is he's listening. He knows.
Yes, and she's just like, it's not fair. And if it's organic, I will change your life at that moment. But if it's forced, nothing happens. So, you know, that's why Bobby earlier mentioned something my mother would do, because, well, they've heard.
Yeah.
So I will wait until Bobby returns to
show off
to share. I'll just wait until he returns.
Dom says, my cousin used to run a 100-watt booster on a CB and could talk skip signal to people in the Philippines.
Exactly.
Oh, cool.
We used to do that. We used to go over to one of my dad's friends, and he had the house with the antenna all over the place. And we would talk to everybody all over the world. All over the world. It was so much fun. It just was really fun. And, you know, that was before cell phones where you could just call all over the phone.
Yeah.
Most CBs run 3 to 5 watts, only good for about 10 miles or so. I think they're running a lot further than that now. I really feel like they are. Back then, it is true that the mobile in your vehicle didn't go very far, which is why the game of Rabbit works so well, right? It was fun. I'm just telling you, we'd go out in the desert and play Rabbit with people we didn't know.
What is Rabbit?
Rabbit is where I'm on a CB looking at, and then you're on the CB where you are. And when you spoke, I could see the signal strength. And I would drive off in a direction and let you speak again. And if the signal strength got stronger, I would keep going in that direction. But if it got weaker, I would turn around and test over there until I actually pinpointed you down and found you.
Oh.
I found a guy who, he was all talk shit on the CB. And I had a Baja bug. Okay. My Baja bug had a 2190 in it, and it was a pre-runner. And even though I just wanted to play, poor oh little girl me, I got stuck. I couldn't get stuck in this Baja bug because the moment that I would gear up, I'd stop and I'd spin the wheels because I know how to power brake. Okay. Yeah. And I'd spin the wheels to get the sand up to the running boards. The moment I did that, and then I would look like a female in distress, I'm trying to get out, the buggy would go, because it was so powerful that it was just like, okay, out, let's go. And I never met a guy because of that buggy, but this one guy, he was telling me how he was going to be able to beat my ass in a race. And he was all Mr. Macho, and I'm like, I'm cool with that. And we all know that a motorcycle will outdo a vehicle off the line, right? But if you're doing laps, oh yeah, because they don't have to go through the weight lift. So
fair enough. Yeah, sorry.
That's the best way I have to explain it. So
aerodynamics.
Anyway, this guy, he didn't realize that I would find him on Easter Sunday at sunrise services, because out in the desert we have sunrise services at the cross. Okay. So him don't know that I would find him there. Not only did I find him there, but when he got off his bike, I walked up to him and I said, "Is today a good race?" So he's like, "Oh, well, we're gonna have to have somebody else." And my brother goes, "I'll race with y'all." So now we have 3 units, right?
Yeah.
So great. The guy takes off, and about 5/10, no, not 5/10, about 5/8 of the loop, I am catching up to him. Him's not really happy with it. My brother is only at approximately 3/8 the loop at that point. And this guy was so mad. He took right off the course and left.
Oh, oops.
Yeah. And then Dom is like, "Well, Sheni'd find me out there without pants on."
I'd be very disappointed if we found you any other way.
There were times, boy, there was one time, and I hated that my mother would do this. Because we're always embarrassed by our ma's, right?
Yeah.
But we all had to potty squat out in the desert often, right? Mm-hmm. We had to. Well, my mother was out there potty squatting, and she put the hillside behind her, and she was facing everybody, all the dune buggies, right? So that people wouldn't get a full moon shot. Mm-hmm. But she's over a burrow, right? So, they could see her as she was going down, which she was really good at. But when she was down, they couldn't see her. But then there was still a hill behind her. And a helicopter came up from behind her.
Oh, no.
My mama got a full moon.
Oh, no.
And that helicopter dude, he got the full moon. And my mama just put her head down and raised her butt even higher. She's like,
yeah.
All assholes look the same.
Exactly, at that point.
And I'm not even joking. I was about 7 years old, and I seriously learned all assholes look the same. Now, I thought she was talking about people, Yeah. Did you? Good. So here's the thing. Queen, when you listen to this, I want you to understand that when we were having troubles with getting Miss Cynthia in Discord, which thank you very much for helping us work that out and getting her in there, we figured out last night why. Because yes, she started a channel of a server of her own, and Cynthia she did not know that she started a server of her own. It was just sitting there. Well, as I was explaining to her Discord, by all the other servers being houses on the block, right?
Yes.
And then where you're typing is that you're in a room, and then you have the rooms in the center, right?
Okay.
So it depends on what room of the house. You first go to the house and then you go into the room and then you go sit down and start talking, right? So I have a weird way of explaining things to people, but it sure makes sense. So she's telling me that she needs to invite people like OG to her server. And I'm like, wait, you got a server? And she's like, well, yeah, we talk in it all the time.
Do we?
You do? Because I ain't never been in your server. She was talking about DMs. So I had to explain to her that,
okay.
No, those are like emails in Discord, and they are called DMs for direct messages. Mm-hmm. So those are just emails. Oh, I thought that was my server, and I was just going to go ahead and invite everybody. I'm like, oh my God, she's going to reach out to all these poor unsuspecting people. Please come to my server. And all she's going to do is just DM them all, and they're just going to go, right? So anyway, in the process of me explaining to her, she's like, oh, and by the way, I need you to know something. And she goes to tell me something. And in the process of it, I'm like, okay, it's time for you to share your screen, right? And I realized that no, I did not have a friend in common, but one of the bots, there were 3 people on her block who also used the 2 other people on the block that used the same bot as me. She didn't realize that it wasn't this guy's channel, right?
Okay.
But that it was the bot app that she had clicked on. Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, here we are in the process of all that. She starts to really get it. She's getting it well. She gets how I speak. Okay. Mm-hmm. I explain things to her in a way she understands them. And then she's like, well, I do have a server.
Oh, no.
She has a file titled CS, which is her server. Now, remember, when I yeeted, I only yeeted one of my servers. And the reason that I still have is because I still had 2 other servers, right?
Yeah. So
that worked out for me. Well, the Dingleberry, when she first signed into Discord, she made herself a server. Didn't know, just like I didn't know I had made 3 servers, right? Because I only used one.
How do you find out if you've done that or not? Because I'm a dumbass, and I may very well have a server just hanging there that I have no idea about.
Okay, well, wait just a moment. You know enough about Discord, right? So
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to share my Discord here in Dom. Nothing that we have is private. Okay, nothing that's showing on the screen that I'm going to share is disclosing of anything. Okay, so
that helps.
Did it? Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to go that big because I'm just sharing this. So go ahead and share that screen. Okay.
I did. Yeah.
Great. So, over here on your block, right, you got the end of the block, the cul-de-sac leader, right, which happens to have all of your DMs, right? Well, no, these are just people you've DM'd. They're not your friends. You have to go to actually.
That's right. You
still
list. Have to make friends with them.
Because remember, I was in yours and you were in mine, and we weren't friends for like a year and a half. Which Linda, who joined the server last night.
Good, Linda.
When
good.
I think she joined. I didn't see a welcome, but so she may not have fully joined, but she at least got the link and then made friends with me right off the bat. And I'm like, thank you very much, because Digger and I were not that smart. Linda's way smarter. Okay. So anyway, you look down the list. Now here's what I want you to notice. Okay.
Yeah.
See this? Sheni 3. This is Sheni's 3rd server.
Okay.
So if you look down your list and you see a DS for Digger's server, you too have a server.
You too can have. Oh, good. I don't.
Well, look at you. You never made one.
Okay,
see
good.
How that works?
Good,
so,
good.
But again, I have my 3. I have mine. I have Ditto Dog, right?
Yeah.
And then I have, if I yeet the first 2, I have to work very hard at trying to yeet the third one. Lucky, Cynthia did not make me go research how, because when I start deleting, boom, 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 they're done.
Everything's gone.
So luckily, I'll get to the S3 and go, I don't know how. And it won't let me delete everything because I have to will over the third one. So this is, I learned so much when somebody just started oofing with me, right?
Yeah.
And I said, well, screw this. I don't need any of that. Because
Cynthia, I really hope you're being the smart ass I think you are.
Why? What's she saying?
Well, because her last comment was, I found the Discord delete server button, but then the very next one, she's pointing up, pointing down, pointing up, pointing down, and it feels like you're doing one of those super secret codes on the old console games so that you could like unlock, like Mortal Kombat is the one that I remember had a special code, like up, down, side, whatever. And that would turn on the blood on the game.
Oh, I don't think even Cynthia would have known that one.
So,
Neither one of us.
Nintendo started it with the secret code things.
Oh, how cool!
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that you're sending it in gamer
up, down.
code.
She's just questioning. She's like, I don't know where I'm going, but I did it. She did things. Okay, she was in there doing things. Shaya's like, oh, maybe that's why I have 2 Discord sign-ins. I don't know what I'm doing there. Girl, you need to come into our Discord. We're nice people. And as you can tell, we'll even try to help you out. But we will, if it's me helping you, you better be thick friggin' skinned, because I will yell if you don't know how to do this. I will yell at you until you learn. Ask Cynthia. She'll tell you. Ask poor Digger. Bless her sweet little heart. Notice how fast she goes like this, because she's got it.
Yeah.
And I am one of those people that I believe if I use my teacher voice, which is very firm and strong, you'll never come back needing to know the information a second time, because you will let it into your cerebellum and it will stay. Does it make sense? So Dom's like, Sheni, I expose my privates all the time. I'm not going to say something. Linda's like, I have no idea what I did last night. And she's laughing. Well, I can say that I know that you sent me a friend's request, but I don't think that you ever made it full on into the server. I don't think that you finished. If you started to, okay, you didn't finish the confirmation, but I'm going to look. Nope. The only person that made it fully last night was Froggy. Okay. But because of you, honey, you got my Froggy in here. I'm like, wow. Because Froggy felt left out. She didn't get the invite because we're really picky with the invites.
See, now Linda had gotten in to Mighty's Discord. Who was it? It was you and me. Was it AP, I think, Linda? But there was 3 of us, and I talked the 2 of them into getting into Mighty's Discord server so that we could sit and watch silly movies together.
I'm sorry.
But then that never happened.
Ever listened to any of the conversations? I'm sorry. Well, Dawn likes to have movie nights, so the more people that we can have,
yeah.
Again, our Discord is more of a family herd mentality.
Yeah.
So we want only nice, loving people to come through. And if I have to kick you out, oh, trust me.
She knows how to, and she will not hesitate.
And I won't hesitate to.
Not that that's you, Linda.
Yeah, not that that's to you. Okay.
What I was saying though, Linda, that's great because now that you're in Sheni's, we actually do movies now.
Except
like
for
in
she
this
didn't
server.
fully get in. I checked and she made the friends, but I'm gonna have to send her another invite because they don't complete.
Oh, do they?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they die out after like 24 hours. So I'll have to send you another invite, and then we'll have to kind of walk you through it somehow or another, because you will have to confirm on your phone, because the verification system, since one of my ex-mods caused me so much trouble. We have a verification because this ex-mod, again, happens to be the same person who talks to themselves after paying for memberships in other people's. Moving on, and
we
not going to
learned a
call
lot
the
of
mentally
lessons.
ill. Yeah.
We learned a lot of lessons, and now we have to have a secondary confirmation that you are who you say you are. So
And that you
usually if
can't.
you're signing in with your like Google account or Facebook account or something like that, they want to send you confirmation on your phone so that they can know that it's you using your account to do this.
And that it's only one of you, because unless you have, like me, 2 phones, right?
You can only do it once.
You can only do it once, because they will recognize that they have that phone number. So anyway, as we're going about it, Cynthia, you just hang in there. As we're going about it, that's when we discovered, she discovered, that must be why I was having so much problems, because she didn't know that she did it, and that made total sense. So she had already entered her phone number for hers, and anyway, it was just a hot mess. So we got there. And so anyway, Cynthia says, sometimes I'm smarter when I don't know than when the things I do know. Exactly. And so look, she got herself unservered. She unserved herself either last night or this morning. That's more than I could help. And Shia's over there laughing. And then Cynthia's like, I'm asking permission for what? And then Dom is like, Sheni, be sure to warn all the females about me. Okay. Again, Linda, Shia, anybody else who's just listening because you can. Dom is under contract to not wear pants. Okay. OG doesn't mind playing that away, even with any of us. Okay. Inclusive of Dom. So we're just saying we're a totally family orientated herd out to pasture that sometimes sits on the porch or in the barn or in the back of the truck.
As comfortably as possible.
Truck bed, wherever, if we're watching a movie, we just pulled up to the theater and we're climbed into the back with our blankets and our pillows. Problem is, Dom don't have pants on. So don't let it scare you. Feel free to giggle. He does. He knows we all do. See, Digger already is. So you see how this works? So y'all have been warned. But he is not very free with the self-portraits. How's that? And Dom also says, hey, Sheni, I will probably not be doing music or movies until I get settled into the new place. And we understand that. But at a certain point, it doesn't stop any of us from saying, hey, I want to watch the movie. I wonder if anybody else does, and that we all go in there and do it. Again, we've talked about eating Raoul and what's eating Gilbert Grape. Who knows?
I haven't seen that in eons.
We could just pull it up and kick back one evening and just watch, and then do a side chat where we can all type while we're watching it.
Yeah.
And
that's so much fun. I am certain that it was Linda and AP. I'm sure it was AP. But yeah, that's why I sent you guys invites to Mighty so that we could do that. But then Mighty had some server issue with a certain person as well. It was all happening at the same time. So I never did get my permission back to share movies on his server.
As soon
and I've never needed it. So
as soon as we discovered, and it was beat across my head what the individual had done, then we had one of the individuals who discovered it and was like, I told you. She went over, and because she and I had the rights at the time in Mighty's, she and I went over to take a look, and sure enough, she had been doing the same thing in Mighty's. So the only people that I could really remember was Ozzy and I, who muted a lot to have business conversations.
Yeah.
And I didn't see because I didn't go over as fast as the other individual. But she said, look, she's done it here too, which would have meant that she was unmuting Ozzy and listening to his conversations as well.
Yeah.
And it's not my job to tell anybody because everybody thought I was the one insane. I felt like I was as well. Don't get me wrong. Because I felt like I was having a nervous breakdown because this was my business. I was, almost $200,000 in debt with it. And she was putting it in jeopardy. And I Fruit Loop and friggin' Noopy in a heartbeat. Okay. So just saying, Dawn, we can still do if anybody wants to, if any of us aren't working late. Linda's like, I have no idea how I got in Mighty's either. I'm technologically illiterate. Well, we'll fix you. Linda's like, okay, I need all the help I can get. And she laughs. We'll get you over there. And then Dom's like, Linda, are these your panties under my bed? And he's saying, see, it's a joke. It's a joke. And Linda's like, no, Dom, I don't wear panties. So who the hell else has been over there? And then Dom is like, Linda, okay, let me know if anyone is missing some, just in case you hear something on the street.
Yeah.
And Linda's like, Dom, they don't belong to anyone here. My son still has his. He'll end me if he finds out I said something like that about him. So, shh, but laughing out loud. And then Dom's like, Linda, I won't tell. No, we're a good secret thing. It's not like anybody else is going to watch this. Cynthia's like, Sheni, I want your permission to delete so I don't get in trouble taking down the road if I screw up. What'd you delete? I'm just saying, what did you want to delete? I ain't seen nothing.
Oh, no, she's wanting. No. She hasn't done anything yet. She wants permission in advance for the next time she does it.
Oh, yeah. You mean the next time you make a server? Yeah, that's okay. Let me just share with you. I'm going to have a whole lot of people that I have to ask, but I think they're starting to understand. I am very strong until the moment that I am pushed off the cliff. And when I am going off, when I'm airborne, I don't turn into a squirrel. I turn into a keyboard. Delete, mouse. Click. All gone.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then I step back and I go, oh, you don't want to see me at the office. I do the same damn thing. But then I step back and go, wait a minute, just think about this. What the frig? And then but when you got people in your ear messing with you, saying, and then one of those people who aren't in your ear talking about the other people, frigs with you when you've already been told you can't trust any of this crew over there by the people that mean everything to you. So you don't trust that batch. And then you find out that one of the people that you do trust has opened your back door, bit you over, did not lubricate, and shoved a donkey's up there, then you kind of freak the frig out. And I freaked the frig out. And, people are holding it against me. I am so sorry. I don't want those people to hold it against me because I love some of them, love some of them to pieces. Others, I just wish they'd send me the money for the computer they're still holding. And then others, I really wish that they'd just get stronger in their life. I'm just going to say, I just want some of them to get stronger in their life because, anyway, Linda's like, thanks, Dom. And then Dom's like, Cynthia, just make very, very sure you are deleting the right one. And then he laughs. And Cynthia's like, Dom, but she didn't say nothing else. And then Dom's like, Cynthia, might be better to do it with Sheni on StreamYard so you can share your screen. See, Cynthia, we love you. You know we do because we are over here teaming up on you like brothers and sisters. We just want to watch over you. So let's just do it in StreamYard in the green room so you don't go fooking things up and never be seen again. But if you do, delete everything and come back as somebody other than Cynthia, I just really need you to know, don't use Cynthia in there. My face. Oh shit! You're still sitting there.
I love you, Cynthia.
She's like, I've been in this position for the last 13 and a half hours. You're back. Read this now.
I'm still waiting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal if you delete it because you're never really going to need a server, right? If you think later you might want a server, then just leave it where it is. But between you, me, and the fence post, and Dom being the fence post, by the way, we don't think you need a server. You don't.
I don't want a server because I don't know how to do enough stuff without,
I'm just saying.
There is so much security stuff.
She has learned from my screw ups. Yeah. Okay. And then Discord comes along and changes thing. And then you get a hacker, IT person like I had in mine, and they start messing with everything. And I mean, two of us had gone through and had all of my securities definitely there. And this night that we had discovered what the individual had done, all of my securities were either missing or completely changed. Mm-hmm. And I know somewhere in my computer server, which is at the office, so I don't know why I'm like, it's right here. No, it's not. Where the hell did it go? I had screen grabs of absolutely every page's security. Because I'm like that. I screen capture and then print it, paste it over into a Word thing, and then I print it to a PDF and I file it so that, later if I need to remember, because I'm old and senile, later if I need to remember where the heck I, had things set, I could go in and find them. Short, sweet, and easy, right? So anyway, just going to say, that night I didn't even give a crap to prove it. Because I had one person there that definitely knew that, we had all the security set because we had mine and Mighty's both set up the same way, and they were gone. Yeah. So it's not fun. And poor Queen, she loves us all so, and she watches over our server even with her busy in real life. Okay, so she knows that I've got the security thing down pat. But if I go in and change anything, she gets notified. Do you see where this is going? So we're just going to highly recommend drop that finger.
Go ahead. Delete it. See, I'd be afraid. That's why I asked straight away, how do you find out if you do or not? Because I would be afraid that if I had one and I didn't know I had it, then it's just sitting there and anyone can do whatever they want and gain access to it. There's no permissions.
Which
I
is
don't know
gain access to you and trash and you and get into things. Exactly.
Yeah. All of a sudden people have access that they shouldn't. I don't know what GEI stands for.
I think it's supposed to be like a government ops going on everywhere.
I was thinking gay. Just another weird way to spell
it could
gay.
Be, yeah. But unhappy, so it would be ungay. Okay.
Yes.
Unhappy.
Yeah.
Because I'm old, and that word to me means happy. Well, that was a community that when they wanted the right to get married, I said, sure, they have just as much right to be as unhappy.
To have to pay taxes on this shit too. Yeah.
Well, to be unhappy once you get married, really kind of goes downhill. Yeah, their divorce rate is also up. So yeah, you're right. It's you don't want to. It's we can all talk about it, and Digger and I kind of went through it together. So don't worry about it. But there's the internet is especially with YouTube, and you can see it if you're in the law thing at all. It's not nice people. And that's why we want to be a community of nice people where I'm the meanest one there is. I mean, Isn't that
She's
because
the guard dog.
my
She
heart
keeps
is
everyone
always in
out.
the right place, and I'll beat the crap out of any bear. I swear to God, I am convinced that if I ever go into the forest again, when the bear comes out, I will be killed while fighting it. Because I ain't backing down. I'm not that smart. You have to be smart. I am not.
You have to be smart.
I am not smart. I am not smart. I just want you to say, Dom's like, I held up my finger in the air once.
Uh-oh.
I do it often. And then I say things like no penis and piece of shit. And I do it often. I call myself a no penis piece of shit, which is, kind of nice. So, I'm just saying. Shaya's like, one streamer I used to watch had a server for,
I think, is that in IRL, maybe?
I don't know, less than 48 hours before it was ruined. So he nipped it and never made a new one.
Exactly. You don't know what's going on. And I know enough to know I don't know anywhere near enough to have something like my own server floating around out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's just...
Oops. You get to read that one.
She's agreeing with me 100%. Well, we'll know if you disappear. We'll know that you hit the wrong one. And
you may not be able to come back. Internet relay chat, Dom said.
Okay.
See,
okay.
This is why we have Dom. No, you're not. You're not getting a piece of this. This is Dom. Look, a lot of people go, he just some guy who sits around without pants on in their chat. He has a real job, hence the reason he's under contract to take off his pants.
Yes.
Okay? And here is proof of his real job. Because we love him. So
he fills us in when we're not aware of things.
He
Yeah, exactly. He drinks and he knows things.
I'm just saying. It's important.
Yeah.
It's
and
important
if it's
to
weird
drink.
internet things, that's where we know Bobby. Or that's when we call Bobby. It's the weird internet things. Was that a Tyrion Lannister quote? I never watched any of that series because I read the books and I was waiting for the freaking author to write the final book so that the series could be finished. And then he didn't. He just never wrote it. And they finished
that really sucks.
Yeah, they finished it in the series on TV, but it wasn't the author's ending. So I didn't. Not impressed. Still waiting for that final book. I had heard a rumor that. When I'm looking over there, by the way, that's my bookshelf. So I start looking over at the books.
She's looking at me. Don't let her lie to you. When she's looking over there, she's just looking at me.
Tyrion Lannister said it in Game of Thrones. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it's such a great series. It really is. Apparently, his son was supposed to finish the series, but I still haven't seen the final book, so I don't know. I'm hard pressed. I don't think he actually died. He just hasn't written it yet. Or maybe he did die. There's 2 series that I'm waiting on an author to finish, and it's been like a decade.
See, and
one of them died, and the other one didn't.
And I'm over here thinking Game of Thrones and getting that confused with the Hunger Games. Don't put the same damn word in your friggin' title and not expect me to be confused. So, I've only seen one of the Hunger Game movies, and I didn't read those kind of books.
I never read the book, so that's one of the few times I've watched the movie and not read the book. But I really loved the first 2 movies from the Hunger Games. They were great.
And I swear I read the one where I saw the movie where were supposed to be in love and getting married, but they apparently really didn't. I don't remember. Anyway, and they had to go back inside, even though they were never supposed to. They had taken all of the previous winners and put them all back
Yeah, the
into
second
game.
one was when they put them all back in.
Oh, okay.
That was
then
the
I've only
second
seen
one.
the second one. Something about Mockingjay or Mockingbird. Or
Mockingjay, I think. But yeah, I saw the first two, but I stopped going. I don't know. I saw Which Way the Wind Was Blowing, and I stopped watching movies right at the beginning of the whole woke ridiculousness. So there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen. There's a movie that my neighbor wants to go and check out with me, but I don't want to watch it until after Kaiser's watched it. And now I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember the name of the movie.
And that is totally smart. I trust Kaiser, though he is a bigger fan of some things than I would, but he straight out says whether if you're a fan of, you'll love it. If you're not a fan of it, you need to go and watch the previous to become like and to follow.
To understand.
I like that he gives direction.
Yeah. I'm usually in agreement with him. I don't think I've disagreed with him yet, honestly. Not that I go and watch movies very often at all, but I can't remember the name of the movie, but whatever it was that she mentioned, I told her I had to wait until Kaiser watched it and reviewed it. But we're talking about going to see the Daredevil, or not Daredevil. Shoot, the Ryan Reynolds superhero, Deadpool.
Oh, okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
He's a funny guy.
Deadpool. I love him, and you know what? He's a Vancouver kid. Well, he's a Burnaby kid, but he grew up on the Lower Mainland just like me, and he was only like maybe 5, not even 10 years ahead of me in the film industry, right? Vancouver is known as Hollywood North. So he was going up just ahead of me. It was really cool to watch someone from the same area as me blowing up like he did at that time, because
kind of cool, huh?
Well, it was possible. So
like it. Dawn is like, well, now they already have made 2 spin-offs on the Game of Thrones. Rollerblade is a better movie. The original
Rollerball.
That is. Rollerball. Sorry. I knew that, and I still said that wrong. Dom's like, the original Ocean's 11 was better than the remake, too. They all are, honey. They all are.
I really liked the Ocean's 11, the remake, but I had not seen the original yet. I prefer the original nowadays, because it's better. The razzle dazzle wasn't. They had to work a lot harder to figure things out back then. Yeah. Deadpool and Wolverine. Yes, that's the one I want to go see.
They relied on talent, not.
Yes, not tricks and stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So let me see what else. You know what? I thought we were going to get around to gameplay today.
I don't know.
How much?
I've
15 or 30.
What's Sunday? Yeah, I've maybe got 15.
Okay, no gameplay.
Yeah.
We've just been carrying along conversation.
We're just shooting the shit.
Not even realize. Well, again, if you read what it said, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you read what I write?
I do. Not always before the show, but I'll see it after.
But you trust me enough to just jump right on it?
Yeah.
You're a sweetheart. So, again, what I wrote was, okay, so it's Sunday. We are friends that just hang out and chat and allow anyone who is kind and wanting to join to type in their thoughts in chat with us. Opinions are a plenty, and well, Sheni has enough. Digger will keep her in check a little with actual facts. And chat will just encourage us both to leave the ranch. And then I laugh. We're just for fun. So if you're about the drama or the hate, this isn't the pasture for you. As these heifers and bull-calves can conjure up their own without any help.
Yes.
Let's just enjoy. Well, golly. I didn't write well, golly.
No.
So we may play games or look things up on the internet, but the one thing we don't do is be quiet for too long. You can put money on that. Let's have fun. Let's get this party going.
Yes. The only time there's dead air is when I'm just got stoned and then get thrown.
And she's sitting there going,
huh? Wait a minute. the THC is literally just clicking in everything.
Shitty gets up and goes, now? Damn that. I'm just saying.
Dom says not special effects, and that's not quite right either, because they did have special effects, but it was not computerized. You know, I got into the movie industry just as HD became a thing. Halfway through my makeup schooling, HD became a thing, and everything I had just finished learning got thrown out the window, and everything got changed. All of the products had to change. All of the only things that I could hang on to reliably was the light theory. Everything else, application, everything was totally different.
That sucks.
And then soon after that, the CGI really began, and now it's got to the point where the CGI and AI is they can pretend to be whatever actor or actress they want. So Hollywood doesn't even have to pay for the actors, but they stopped having to pay for all the special effects makeup back in the early 2010s. They were wearing that out, right?
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Mind you, it works well for me because I ended up staying staying on the coast at that point, and not going to Hollywood. And I was dumb enough and on drugs, and I probably would have ended up being one of those awful Hollywood woke people. So it ended up being a blessing in disguise.
Got it. And then here she is.
Yeah.
Side chat. Dawn is like, I mean, they did not rely on the special effects. The actors told the story. Yep. And then Shaya's like, practical SFX.
Yeah.
And Cynthia's like, I'm in it. Looks like I'm staying home. What are you in? Other than the server. What are you in? And Dom's like, Shia, yeah, a lot of that. Yeah. What are you in, Miss Cynthia? Okay.
Yeah, it's the practical FX. I mean, I do a really mean bullet wound. One of my favorite movies I ever worked on, called Night of the Fabulously Dead. So when you got bit by the zombie, you didn't just become a zombie, you became a flaming gay zombie. It was, yeah, yes, very. And I got to do a lip rip on that one. So he got bit on the mouth by one of the gay zombies, bit him on the mouth, and tore his whole bottom lip off. And I got to do that. Yeah, we did arm tear off and the blood spurting everywhere. And oh, I loved it. But special effects just went out the window like very, very soon after I had gotten through my stuff.
Well, doesn't that just annoy you when life gets moving so much faster than you being able to play catch up to it?
Yeah.
Let me just share something with you. It don't get any better with age, baby.
Well, I did do a lot of interesting stuff like stage stuff as well. And that makeup theory stayed the same. So that was nice.
That stage makes sense then. Dom's like, Digger, when people in the movies, in the old movies got shot, well, they didn't normally get shot for real.
Yeah.
They usually do not show a hole or show blood. The actor moved in a way to make you think they were shot. And so much fewer of them went home after ending their vacation here. There wasn't a whole lot of Alec Baldwins around.
Yes.
At the time. John Wayne never got in trouble.
I don't think I've noticed that before in the old black nights.
You got shot, you know, and they went with it.
Yeah.
They spun around and fell down, and then you'd see a pile of, or maybe not so much goo, you know. It was.
Well, I was a kid in the 80s. I was a little kid when all the Star Wars, the first 3, the good ones, came out, and looking at all the different aliens and all the makeup, and that was phenomenal.
The first Star Wars, wasn't it the first Star Wars? I was totally stoned. And when they went into warp speed, because I was, my brother came on a date with me and Freddie. Girls, if you know Freddie, keep your children away from him. Girls, if you know Freddie, I hope he never did to you what he did to me, but it's cool. Okay. So anyway, stoned out of my gourd, not because I was smoking it, but because the two of them, my brother and my boyfriend, were both getting stoned and making sure that I got plenty.
Yes.
We go into the theater and I'm sitting down and enjoying the movie. And then they went into warp speed, which I immediately flew over the back of the seat.
See, first time I rode in a car
and knew how to get the hell away from danger. Okay. That was not in 3D, but I swear to God, it was in 3D. Okay. Because I was both of them were sitting there. My brother, if I recall correctly, was sitting behind us, but both of them were sitting there like, what the just happened to Shannon? I don't remember the rest of the movie.
I was ever in a car on acid. It was night, and I was in the back seat beside the window, and the same thing. All of a sudden, I felt like I was in Star Wars, and it was just like, poof. It was, or Star Trek. You know, something that all of a sudden just that, and it was amazing.
You know, I'm not sure that the D's were all that bad for you, but boy, there were some events that I can say were interesting as hell, and they made a story for the rest of my life inside. And I'm like, certain things I will not tell people because of, but I will say the first time that I ever smoked it myself without having other people smoke it and give it to me. Mm-hmm. My brothers knew they were going to get their asses beat. Okay. Mm-hmm. Because they had little sister with them. And the only way to not have little sister accidentally rat them out was to make sure little sister got her part of it too.
Fair enough. Yep. Yeah. So
they gave me the bong and said, do it, and threatened me big time hard. I didn't know what clearing the bong meant, but the bowl was freshly packed, and I cleared that mofo on the first go round.
That reminds me, yes.
Neither one of my brothers believed that was my first attempt. It's kind of like something else that you suck and don't blow. It's like there's no instructions, but I think I understand how this works. And, well, they had a hard time understanding it. But I got a boyfriend out of the whole thing because one of a friend of ours who happened to also be one of my brother's friends was like, oh yeah, I like her. Maybe there is a relation between the two of those things. Can you think about it? But he never got to find out. See how that was? Mm-hmm. He did, but it wasn't from me. He found out from my mama. Just saying, you'd have to know her to understand her. Dom's like, I was just saying the actors told the stories, not the special effects.
Yeah.
Yep. Digger, I was having kids in the 80s. Me too.
So were my parents.
And Cynthia's like, side pile, so we can't, honey, because we're going to be ending it here in a moment.
Yeah.
And Dom's like, Star Wars was in 1977.
Okay, and I was 79 when I was born.
Hence the reason I was on a date. Shitty got a contact high. Oh, honey, I think it was way more than just a contact. I think that was a, what's it called when you purposely are blowing it into somebody else so they never get a breath of fresh air?
Well, I don't know about blowing it directly in some person's face, but a hot box.
Yeah, I seriously kind of got a hot box from both my date and my brother.
There you go.
You know, and then Dom's like, Linda, she was taking a hit every time they passed it across. Mm-hmm. No, I wasn't. I was taking a hit every time they decided to take a hit and exhale. Because they exhale. Look, one time I flipped my hair. I flipped my head down. My hair came up. And I sat there and waited until everything was gone. And I'm underneath all of my hair, just sitting there breathing up. And I went like this in a puff of smoke. Because I just saved it all and sat there and breathed it all. Yeah. She was getting doubled up on. Yes, I was.
Dirty girl, you dirty girl.
and Linda's like, I watched The Exorcist on, oh my God.
Ooh. Yeah.
Girl, that was in the 70s. Girl, because that was a freaking movie back then. I still have the album for it, by the way. Tubular Bells. That was a freaking movie. I would not have wanted to have been on acid. No. She is laughing her butt off. And then Tammy's like laughing. Sheni, sorry, I kind of had an urgent thing to deal with. Well, see what happened? We were sitting here and we just kept on going and you came back at a funny time. Yeah. Linda's like, Dom, my first husband and I eloped and took his mother to be a witness. Well, that'll teach you. She was baked by the time we got to the officiant. She wasn't a very good witness, was she? And then Dom's like, people ask why I only sing when in the car is in reverse. It's because I am only a backup singer. Da-ding!
Yeah.
And then Shia's like, gunshot.
Shotgun.
Shotgun. Oh, wait. Yeah. Shotgun. Okay. Do we not know
in the car, the fishbowl? I've never heard of a fishbowl. It was a hot box as soon as you were in any enclosed, small enclosed environment. So it could be, well, if you do it in a bathroom with the hot water running out of everything, it's called a Hawaiian hot box. But I never heard of a fishbowl. The fishbowl, that's awesome.
Makes total sense to me. Because seriously, that's kind of what it felt like. I'm not going to lie. That was perfect.
I've never heard the term, and it's absolutely perfect.
On We Go to a Shogun was awesome. So isn't that a movie? Yes. I think we're back to movies.
And a book.
And then Linda's like, contact high is when you get high because the car or the room is so full of smoke. You may as well be toking it. Yeah, yes. Well, that was my point.
I had a girlfriend in high school, Rachel. She did not smoke pot, but her favorite seat, her assigned seat in the car was Twinkie, which is the middle seat in the back. So she was the Twinkie, and because of that, she got the
same feeling.
She got high all the time, whether she wanted to or not.
Well, see, this is the thing. I think a contact high is not necessarily intentional on the person, right? Mm-hmm. This was intentional. It was. I was the goldfish in the fishbowl. I really was. They knew what they were doing. They knew. Linda's like, she was a wonderful mother-in-law. I got lucky with both mother-in-laws. Hi, how are you? Dom's like, Cynthia, Sheni will read it anyway. What'd you do, delete something? Because I obviously read it anyway. And then Dom also says, Linda, getting lucky can mean different things.
Especially, in the 60s and 70s. That was the free love time, wasn't it? The 70s?
Well, based on everybody who had a moment with me, it was. None of them got charged for anything, and they should have. But they definitely felt like it was the free love, the era of free love.
Yeah.
Wasn't that special? Just so special of them. Hi, Dip Bud. No.
Hi, Cool Frog. How you
doing,
hon?
Come up here and say hi to everybody. Come up here and say hi. Come up here and say hi. Come up here. Come on, up. Come on, up. Say hi.
Hello, Giggles.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello, Ditto.
So I heard that you said Frog was here, not Froggy.
Yeah, not Froggy,
Okay.
Cool Frog. Yes. Good
Hey,
to see
Frog.
you, bud.
And by the way, Frog, somehow or another, when I went to send you a message today, there was a block. I don't know, because I don't know how to. Well, I guess I do know how to block in Discord, but I didn't block. Oh, wait a minute. I did go through somebody's server and blocked absolutely everybody. I think I blocked you, Froggy, and I didn't. Not my in real life friend Frog, but the other Frog. Yeah. Okay. So, Frog, I think I had blocked you, and that was never my intent. And I discovered it, look, today. And I'm like, why is there a block? And I'm like, I'm reading it because I thought, well, he blocked me. And then I'm reading it going, oh, no, that was me. And I didn't know when, because you and I, when I yeeted everybody, oh, wait a minute. When I yeeted everybody in that Discord, that was come February or March, when things were really not good. So, yeah, it was a problem, but I did not mean to block you. I just want you to know. Sometimes just get word through the grapevine. Oh yeah, there you go. Get word through the grapevine, and then when I reply with "fuck yeah," then we'll both know it's real. Okay? But if I go, "What the fuck?" then we know the old lady's fingers were at it again. Linda's like, Dom, they were both lovely ladies who loved and respected me. Usually, from what I've heard about most mothers, unusual from what I've heard. My mother-in-law, though we were never married, she loved me more than she did her own son. She is like, my friend's boyfriend didn't like pot, so we sat front seat with the window open while we were smoking in the back. Mm-hmm. See, but when you have one on one side and one on the other side, and they are just blowing their shit right into you, I don't know why my parents didn't kick my ass. Because I know I smelled like weed when I got home. I know I did. Dom is like, hi, ditto, Dom. Wait, no. Tammy. I said Dom. Tammy. See, I'm not right in the head. Do we know I know how to read? Tammy is like, hi, ditto, dog. And he's like, huh? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? And then Shia is like, oh, it's a puppy. And Frog is like, all is good. No, it wasn't good. I had so much guilt. I'm going to be living this guilt for a year. You don't know me, honey. No, I had total guilt. I was wondering how come I had not been hearing from you. And I thought, okay, well, he wants to be distant from me with all the stink that's all over me after I had said, look, I want to have him come on the channel, but I don't want the stank from my shit to land on his shit right when he's going through shit. Right? Yeah. So I remember I said exactly that too, didn't I?
We try not to mix shit on this.
We really try. I wanted you to know what stank you had and what stank I had, and that we could keep them in two different rooms, and everybody else could just like come and go in the park on their own, and we would be good. Never did I will have guilt for this for at least a year. I swear, every time I'm going to see your name, I'm going to go, I got to go see if I blocked him in Discord. Because, just in case, God forbid, if she ever starts to read your messages and I don't see it I would never know because I'd see it in StreamYard. Mm-hmm. If you ever can't type in my YouTube, type in hers that I'm a fucking idiot for blocking you.
Yeah, there you go.
Because that's the only reason that it would be done is because the idiot did it again. So, because I'm an idiot. I'm cool. Cynthia's like, Dom, I think it's time for a nap. Sheni kept me up. Wait, really? It was my fault. It was my fault. I see that not at the end of the conversation, but no, you put it way down there. So I had to stop right here and go, wait. No, anyway, we stayed up late, but you know what? I got my 8 hours of sleep. You know what? This is the thing. This is the whole thing. Okay, Cynthia, you need to hear this. Okay. So here's the thing. We stayed up way late, but we went to bed right at the time of my first pee break. So in other words, I fall asleep and then I get up and go pee in the middle, right. Wait, shortly after I fall asleep, because it relaxes everything. And then it's like, oh yeah, now. So it's like a half an hour or an hour after I've gone to sleep. The bladder says, bitch, wake up.
Yeah.
So last night, because your body knows when you go to pee, and unless you teach it to go at different times, every day you're going to go pee about the same time. Just in case you didn't know that, it is a fact. Oh, and judges will tell you. And they will sit there and go, you know what? At some time you're going to have to go pee. And we're going to get
tell my body to give me like 5 minutes when I wake up in the morning before it starts happening.
Yeah, no, that's why you're waking up when you're waking up, because you have to pee right then, or you still stay asleep. So anyway, yeah, no, I went into the restroom. I yes, I'm back to the toilet there. Squabble. Timothy.
We're back there again.
I'm back there.
See how this show, it takes full circle?
You know, a whole 3 hours later, we're back at it. So seriously, I turned everything off. I went in, I went to the restroom, got it all out of me, and I went to sleep until my 4:30 wake up time. Okay? So I'm just saying, it was perfect. I didn't miss any sleep time because I still got my 8 hours. And then Frog is like, I seen your message. He see how I read it as though it was a threat. Yeah, I seen your shit. And Dom's like, Cynthia, well, I am all for naps when you need one. Mm-hmm. And Tammy's like, Cynthia, sending you prayers, my friend. And Frog is like, I got a new in real life job. Well, congratulations. I'm happy for you. Yeah. And I'm running a different time slot. You know,
fair enough.
I am my own employer, and I'm apparently also running a different time slot. It's like 13 hours and not getting any shit done. And if I could fire my employee, I would, but I'm afraid that she would collect unemployment because she pays into it. See how this goes? See how this goes? So she just gave herself a raise of $1,000 a month because, you know, if the company needs it, she can put it back, but she can get higher unemployment when she decides to collect. See how she is? She's an evil conniving thing. Just saying. I see how she works. And then Shaya's like, thank goodness you wake up for it.
I know,
yes,
right?
I do. I am blessed enough that I do that. I lay there for a moment and go, now what the heck am I awake for? And I start to roll and I go, oh, that.
My bladder doesn't give me a chance. I wake up, I sit up, and all of a sudden I have to pee.
Oh, no. And here's one for you so that we're not the only folks. Okay. What the series on TV that I'm watching, I used to watch The Real Housewives of Orange County, and then I was done. Well, I have Peacock, and they're on Peacock. So I'm okay, I'll start watching them again. No, I didn't watch the previous 8 seasons that I had watched. I kind of picked up right where I was. Yeah. Well, Lori and I are in the same business. So, Tammy. Tammy, no, not Tammy. God damn it. Lori and Vicky. I'll get it. Vicky and I are kind of in the same business. Okay. And so it's really freaking stressful. Now I was only willing to go to one convention, and that was the one in Vegas in May. That's the only convention because I thought, you know what? I don't have to play the whole, what everybody else at the convention plays. I can go and play Vegas on my own without getting into any of that stuff. And you'd have to know that my industry is well known for getting deep into that stuff. So anyway, the gals all get together and go down to Puerto Vallarta. And wouldn't you know that the insurance agent of the show has been down there before? And she snags a couple of the gals away from the other couple of the gals and takes off to a club in Puerto Vallarta. Well, wouldn't you know, it's the club that I went to and that I met. Yeah, I suck at one night stands, by the way. I met a guy, a French guy there. And yeah, I hoed it up. And then he came to visit me and started talking about moving in with me.
Oh,
it's a one night fucking stand. What the hell am I doing having you fly in to visit me? What? But anyway, they come home that night and the other two are pissed off. Their feelings are all hurt, right? So there's a little bit of
yeah.
Okay. Kind of like, you know, somebody who called me a liar did on stream, right? That's exactly what it sounded like. So anyway, now then the teams have all split up. The two angry ones go to bed because they all decided they'd deal with it in the morning. And so they go to bed, and then the other three go off and go into one of the other girls' rooms, and they're sitting there talking and kind of laughing it up. And then it's time for two of them to leave because now they're going to go to their room. And the one whose room they are in turns around and looks, and one of them has piddled on the bed.
Oh.
There was a reason for this story. She had piddled on the bed. The whole thing is, the camera zooms in on it, and then as she is walking out of the room, they zoom in on the back of her breeches. She owned up to the piddling on the bed. Shit happens. Yeah. You know? So does piss, apparently.
Well, I saw a meme the other day, a wife asking her husband what it was that he was using for a bookmark. And he said, well, I don't know. And he goes to look, and he uses the same thing I do. It's the backing of a panty liner. But it makes a great bookmark.
But it works so well. Oh my God, you related so much to that meme, didn't you?
I know. I'm like, dude, I'm not the only one.
That is just too, I can't help it, friggin' funny. That is just too funny. Anyway, Dawn's like, Shia, right? It is going to happen one way or another. Either get up and get out of bed or just lay there and let it happen.
Let it happen, yeah.
I'm afraid of the day that's going to happen, especially with my history that has left things not exactly right. That there's going to be a day where, because sitting up makes things move. And so, you know, you have a bowl, and if it moves and you have no control over the bowl,
yeah,
you know, so I'm just like, I don't want that to happen. So when I saw this happen to her, I'm like, well, she owns it, right? Mm-hmm. You have to give credit that she owned it. I was so proud of her for owning it, because piss happens.
Yep. And be thankful it wasn't shit happening.
Right, exactly. It really could have been shit, and then everybody had been like, oh, gross.
Yeah.
You know, in the meantime, you only have a donut-sized little wet stain in a king-size bed. Get on the other side and shut up. Froggy's like, exactly, dude. And Shai is laughing, and Tammy's like, I feel like I've gone so long, I didn't like it. Oh, been gone so long, I didn't like it. I thought you were talking about going pee for so long. There are times where I just wonder if I ever going to get out of this room, because let me just share with you, I hate having to go pee. It is such a waste of time. It's a waste of time. I have had people, co-workers, absolutely hate me because I didn't go to the restroom the entire day. Meanwhile, they're going in there 3-4 times a day. Mm-hmm. And they're like, is she a friggin' robot? No, I don't like going pee. To me, it's a horrible task. It's very boring. I don't like having to get dressed, and yet you want me to go into a room that is not my house and take off my clothes, and then you want me to sit and leave a deposit and then stand up and put my clothes back on. And, I'm supposed to be thankful for the brain stop? No, I don't like having to get my brain up to gear and then have it stop. I don't like that.
I'm one of those people where I'll go pee and then come back, and like maybe 15 minutes later, I got to go again.
Oh, well, and if you're cold, you're going to have to go again. I'm just going to say, women, if you start noticing goosebumps on you, you've been holding your pee way too long. Get your ass into the bathroom. Okay? Just going to say, it's not going to be good. My uncle used to hold it like I did, and then he had bladder problems, so they gave him the bladder of a pig. Just saying. Tammy or Dawn is like, Tammy, the more things change, the more they stay the same. We ain't changing here. We are always the same. And then she is like, got me doing giggles right now. Up elevator, down elevator, up, hold down. She's in there. And then Dom's like, Shia, photos, or it didn't happen. How do you take a photo of that? That has to be an internal camera. And
that would have to be an internal camera, yeah. Dom, there's the both of us looking off of the side, like trying to figure out how we do that.
It's like, wait a minute. See, this is what Miss Sylvia did not understand, that it doesn't take much for us to go there. And the two of us, I'm telling you, this child and I, we are blessed to have found each other, because we both know it's an innocent, everyday conversation, and we'll have it. She is saying Dom, and she's got a putty cat there.
Yes,
and
this
then
one is Boo.
She's laughing.
And then that one is Sweets. And the fact that Boo is awake now and being super cute is telling me it's almost dinner time.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, the reason that she has a putty cat with open eyeballs is because pictures, or it didn't happen.
Well, that too, yes.
It's
all about me. Come on.
My mom says don't hold it because causes leaks later. So I don't. Your mom was really smart.
Never hold it.
Just saying. But I'm going to tell you, I hold it, and tightness is not an issue. Dom's like, Sheni, my brain is broken. I've been trying to get Froggy to understand. Don't rat her out. No. Do not come to me and ask me to take sides. I love that woman. I love her. She's my ride or die bitch. Okay? don't. Y'all go play your games and ride the same bike, or one ride and the other one run along the side. I don't care. I'm not involved in this shit. I'm just saying, leave me I gave y'all a room to have a conversation. Y'all are figuring out if you're gonna or not. I ain't going in there to look at nothing unless I'm called in there. Don't call me in there, please. Do not call me in there. Don't do it. Don't. Somebody direct message me. I don't want to be in there. Who direct messaged me? I don't know. I got a pinning friend.
Know.
Look at.
I have to go though. I'm on my heart out.
Okay, Frog figured I'm going to make you be a friend so that you can't block my ass. I love it, Frog. It took Digger and I a year and a half to become friends on because I didn't make friends on.
We didn't know that you had to be friends
until I yeeted my shit, and then we found out
on servers together, and we couldn't speak. Yeah,
and everybody thought that I was doing things to them when it was me it got done to, and everybody else just fell victim to me. I'm just saying. So hey, you know what? That child's got to go. I'm over it. Y'all are over here ready to type, and I'll be here all night with y'all reading things, and we ain't gonna do that. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna tell y'all how much we just love each other and you, and say thank you for making this a fun one. Apparently Cynthia and I have a new Friday night thing going on. We would love to have Digger be able to get back in so that we can start playing more games.
Friday, no, but Saturday maybe.
Okay, well, Saturdays, you can always join us. So it's always there. That's if we're doing it, because God only knows, I only started this shit because of her. And I'm kind of continuing it on because, well, Cindy is thinking about it. And I really need to stop being everybody's teacher mama, you know? So anyway, this is what we're going to do. We're going to say, love y'all. Huggers, buggers.
Bye, you guys. Be well.
I grew up on a farm out in the heartland, where heifers moseyed freely in the golden sand, where gentle lies and swaying tails, whispered secrets carried by the winds away.